remember if I lost it before we got home or
We live, baby.
we got home.
We live, baby.
It just fell out the car and I don't remember it.
Alright.
I ain't forget.
Polish empty.
I'll take it. It's like, oh, I didn't forget. I would have hit you with a reminder. Hey, Trey, go ahead. Reaching that red pot there.
Oh, I guess that's the only time.
Give me a pack.
Hey man, you can cut more of my body off, man. You don't need my face, right? You need me to slide closer to Scoop? Scoop on this thing? Scoop like, you
Do I need to scoot over? I'm almost off the shit side. Good?
No, I'm good.
You like, you big.
What?
You big, baby. What kind of shirt is that?
A man shirt.
He's like, this is what we call a bed sheet medium.
Do we have to play this game though?
Right.
I'm not trying to hate on this game. I just know I'm good at other games. We're playing on Trey's console. Limited ass nigga.
This was double?
Limited ass.
Red Dead.
Limited.
Having niggas spamming in a fucking cul-de-sac.
She pulled out the.
This is like the current game we got though, I think.
He got Red Dead.
She got on.
Like what's popping.
He got Red Dead.
This. Scoop is this.
Nigga, he's Rockstar, bro.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like
It's popping.
who's going to join in and watch that.
Hey, was you really trying to play Red Dead the other day, man?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was playing.
We can go to Twitch to see what the numbers look like.
Yeah.
That's the case, you can throw
Son,
in
did you-
GTA.
You had something to drink?
I had something to drink.
Take a gander.
Everybody come drink
Take a
something?
gander, just one.
No, I thought I put you in birthday.
Oh, because you drinking water.
Yeah, that's actually you.
Or you want that too?
Smack him.
She gave him a report.
So GTA 5 is in the top 10.
GTA 5, okay.
It makes sense still.
Okay. So we'll switch it up. We'll run this
Yeah,
a little
we'll-
bit. We'll switch it up.
We don't have to end the podcast in order to switch games. What's up?
Apology accepted.
Oh, sorry.
You leaving?
Yes.
Thank you for the dip.
No problem.
Alright, we're good one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Apex not even on the top 5?
Yeah,
Oh.
Apex in the top 5.
How you know it? It reminded me of the time when my mom and dad first met Monica. And she baked the cake like by scratch. And she brought
As
it.
far as Twitch,
And mom ate some of that cake and was like, yeah, shit, keep her.
Like top 40.
First off.
Apex is in the top 40.
No, Apex is the top 5. It's number 4. Rainbow Six Siege at number 3. Nice.
Fuck. I thought the game's popularity was dying down. He's like, not on Twitch.
No, I was saying
We're
Red
going
Dead
Love Jam
is
straight?
top.
Is that why the volume is so high?
So, Grand Theft Auto is number 8. Apex is number 4.
I thought you was in here doing Love Jams. Is that why the volume
Rainbow
is so
Six
high?
is number 3. And then Red Dead 2 is in like top 40.
See what I'm saying?
Are we talking about best-selling games?
Granted, this is just Twitch numbers. You still got, of course, you still got
Twitch.
that you have niggas streaming to the actual console. So,
Yeah.
I mean, well, the
It ain't
biggest
everything.
crowd for Red Dead probably going to be PlayStation anyway. Or the popular is Red Dead's about to jump
This
up.
stream is coming through NVGA.
Yeah. I switched it over.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we've been live for a minute.
This is on Twitch though, right?
No, this is back on YouTube. I just did that to get the settings.
Oh, so we're on YouTube now. We're live.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
We live, baby.
I knew it.
Don't say that shit.
I'm a Tuesday. It's stuck in my head permanently.
Let's look at that head.
well.
The power of the internet.
Right, the power of the internet.
That's what, Boogie?
Yep. Boogie 298 coming at you again. Let me not copyright my man.
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, Boogie, don't do the strike. Don't strike me,
Hey,
baby.
don't do that.
Don't strike me.
So
It's all love. It's all love. It's all
Right, I
love.
was about to say though.
That was more of a
Y'all
right.
gonna be cool with that?
What?
Now slap that like button like your mama talks you right. That's my shit, dog. That is my
It's
shit.
going
I
off
love
of
this
everybody
shit.
else's joint.
Basically, just
I love
straight.
it. I fucking gotta have one
Just
though.
get into everything.
Right, just straight jacking everything. Damn.
Scorpio panel is called the.
He's like coming at you live through the power of this Files cable.
Right. Basically, like, Lord have mercy. But, gents, we are back again with another stream. This is the second week in a row of our rebirth. Since we was on for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks, I don't ever know how long it is.
You got
Oh,
hit,
the baby.
right. You got hit with that.
Basically.
Way
Right.
too long.
Right, long enough. But we are back again for the second week. If anybody did tune in last week, you probably realized that like halfway through streaming, it just cut off. And
Probably,
we came back for like 2 seconds, but then we cut it off again. The reason for that is for whatever reason, I don't know if it was YouTube or the PlayStation. What's the joint called that we use in PlayStation? Playroom. I don't know if it was Playroom or if it was YouTube faking. One of those two.
I think it was both.
It might have been both. It wasn't shit wasn't working. It cut us off. We couldn't get back. We tried like 2 or 3 times. Like I said, one time we did get back, but it was only for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then we just cut the losses at that point. So hopefully today we can give you the whole joint.
The rest of it.
Right, basically, yeah. Basically, I'm not going to, it's basically the rest of it. Maybe we'll sprinkle a few other things for the most part. But yeah, so I'm your host, Scoop23, to my left, who just finished indulging himself.
The GOAT man himself.
Gold man.
Shove for the 4. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that.
To my immediate right,
Like, dude,
Kato.
and then sitting across from me,
you got any napkins?
Trey be dipping.
right. And then over the audio coming through your sound waves, coming through the air, you know what I'm saying, the player partner himself,
Long shot underscore walker.
AKA he got all the hoes.
Player partner, who is you?
Right, who is you? Straight out mustard gang.
Little French's gang.
Right,
Like,
French's gang.
free my nigga Butter doing life in a box.
Let's go. Did you see the cat vs dog joint?
Yeah,
I see that joke.
Yeah, that joint was good.
Hey,
I think Ketchup vs. Mustard is better.
It's still, yeah, it is, but it was still good though. It's still very
Granny
good.
paper towels, my nigga.
Still very, very good.
Dorito
So,
like, I'll go get it my damn self. Just
so
wait,
yeah,
wait.
just to kind of get things started, just keep it simple, simple and plain like always. What's everybody playing? Sean, I'm gonna start with you.
Me? Nah, I've been playing Borderlands with my older brother, actually. My man Jay Stokes, you know what I'm saying? Rapper extraordinaire. Yeah, I beat it. I beat Borderlands, what, binge jump, like Friday night, I think, or it was Thursday night. It was Friday night, you know what I'm saying?
It was 16.
Beat the jump, it was fire. I got a gun that shoots guns. I got a gun that I shoot other people with after I shoot that gun that shoots guns, and I grab more guns. And I was playing Beast Man. Beast Boy. Can I get a Beast Boy character?
Yeah.
I don't want to control pets. I want to be the pet. That sounded terrible. I'm not in the SM or BDSM. I'm not.
He lying.
That sounded real strange.
I'm not a masochist.
It's like, I want you to put a choke chain on him.
I'm
Have you
very.
been playing anything else besides Borderlands?
Ball gags? No. No, actually. I think Borderlands is about the only game I played. I think I played a small amount of Destiny on PC where I was banging those PC cats with a controller.
Shout out to
Easy
Spook.
work. And I
Shout out
took a
to Spook.
picture.
Shout
and
out
I
to
meant to
Spook
send it to
84.
Kenny.
I'm
Just-
gonna drink my water.
Just to have that proof.
Shout out to Spook 84.
Hey, look, man. You know what it is? The average PC player has a better aim than a console player. That is true. But if your skills is godlike like mine, you'll do just fine. I was fucking catch up though. No. I literally I pulled out Ace of Spades and started bombing on their heads. It was only a couple cats who could get me, and they was using Recluse. You know that feeling.
Fucking recruit.
That feeling when you get, I was using other than Ace of Spades, so let me not act like Ace of Spades isn't the shit. But I'll kill them with whatever weapon. They gotta kill me with Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades. And that one shotgun. What's that shit called? Like Twilight Zone? You like this low, baby. So, as you probably already noticed, we got some Apex in the background, you know what I'm saying? Do a little bit different.
Switching it up different.
What are you playing, Sir Scoop?
I'm back on that Madden grind. You know what I'm saying?
You just got
Madden 20.
What were you playing for the most part?
Also playing.
I like that voice.
What's that other?
Yeah, I
I'm
like
still playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
I think it's the caustic dude.
And then I also started playing back on that Mortal Kombat as well. You know, playing that Terminator.
Oh,
Terminator's fire.
Yeah, that nigga's
It's time
tank.
for the
That
Terminator.
nigga's a tank like
For the
shit.
Terminator.
Shaka, you got 11?
Good God, that nigga's a tank.
No, I do not have 11, unfortunately. I'm waiting for the
You got 10
ultimate
though,
edition.
right? I know you got one of them, don't you?
Yeah, I did get 10. I did get 10. I had 10.
Okay, I was like, oh, which one did you get?
No,
Yeah,
it's
like
perfect,
his
but-
his defense isn't that great, but his damage output.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, his damage output is fucking stupid. And he's also heavy as fuck, so he is pretty slow. So not having a dash definitely like, whew, it's like, but I do like playing this.
Yeah, they took the dash out of Mortal Kombat 11,
You
didn't
didn't
they?
tell me about that.
Yeah, they took the dash out.
Bro, I opened the damn crate and there was somebody in
I
there.
don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
My nigga opening
So
crates for fire.
mainly them two. What about you?
Oh, he's trying to team up with you. That's why he ain't blast you yet. But I would just kill that nigga for real.
What? Well, we just, been off.
You mean the fact that like niggas kind of
Nah, we just been off.
I heard when we've been playing.
No, I'm answering him. Man, you already know what I've been playing, player. Player partner, who is you?
Destiny.
Destiny, bro.
I said
And-
confusion because
Yeah.
no.
You know what's part with Destiny?
I'm supposed to get at 10. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I didn't forget. It's all good. I'm not really tripping. We get it figured
Yeah,
out.
but
we
we
get it
ended
figured
up
out.
not getting Shadow Key, baby. I need
By the
Shadow
way.
Key, baby.
Hey, I told you what I was trying to do. But yeah, so
Yeah, shit. And that's what
been playing Destiny, and like Sean said, been playing it on PC actually, and I got on yesterday morning right before I went to work, and I pulled the stunt one, bro. It was hilarious. Oh Lord Jesus!
You can't run in the corner.
Oh, he got me, yo. He got me. Scared the crap out of me. But anyway, so that's
So
scary.
why you from around the corner off?
He came around the corner like, yeah.
Already swinging.
Yeah. So, no, I've been playing Destiny, and I played it on PC, and it's very hard to go from PC back to PlayStation visually, because it looks so
Visually?
drastically different. To
My
me.
shit was my issue going back to console
Frames.
was frames.
Friends.
Because like once you get used to moving and how you the information you're given is double the amount, and you go back to a big half, it's perfect. Because I was like, I got on PlayStation and was like, yo, I can't shoot, I can't aim right.
You're like, nothing's working.
I'm doing stuff too slow or too fast. I'm not sure.
What are those white things saying? Somebody died right there?
I think that means that a player got a kill on.
Oh, on a shadow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we have now come to the conclusion.
And when the red, that's what the red means. The red
Somebody
means.
died.
No, the red means that a shadow died. The white one, I'm not sure what the white one means.
I know a player died.
It's a no, I don't know if
Is
the
this a
player
player?
died.
Is this a player way
Yeah.
down there in the distance?
Yeah, the
red?
red, yeah. You're like, you got that bloodhound vision.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say before the podcast came on about this? Was, this is really just some shit from Titanfall. You know how when your team is losing in Titanfall, you gotta go on the escape ship and try to like roll the fuck out?
Gotta break the door.
This is some
I
shit
don't
I
know.
like to say.
That's why I didn't smash it.
So anything else besides Destiny?
I played Borderlands with him a little bit till I dozed off in the sleepy time. Right. And then that's really it, man. But you know the thing is with it's kind of dangerous, you know. Can I let him out?
You kill him if you were a player.
Right. The thing with Destiny is
There's a
that
zombie riding the motherfucking dragon.
there's so much going on right now with it. It's like really good. So.
Oh, we didn't even got Shadow.
And I don't even exactly, but there's some like the stuff that I've been doing in it, like the stuff that is available now, the map changes, all the D1 stuff that they added to it is dope.
Oh, the D1 stuff.
All the D1 stuff is fire. So it's like
So my
I've
favorite
been
map,
absorbed in
Twilight
it,
Gap. Oh, Twilight Gap, right? That's
Yeah.
my shit right there. I mean, it's
Oh,
like the
wow.
walls on Twilight
Yeah,
Gap, baby.
yeah, John's fire, man. But you know, the thing is, it's like he was saying, I'm probably gonna buy Shadow Key too. But believe it or not, and I know this is gonna throw you left field, that I just literally like re-downloaded everything, got it all back up to where it needs to be, is Dark Souls. I'm about to start playing that again. I don't know why.
What?
It's just that time of year.
Wait, what? Dark Souls 3?
All
Nigga,
of
you
them.
ain't sitting
I
over the
re-downloaded-
word.
I
I done waited
re-downloaded
2
all of them.
motherfucking years for these niggas to read. I got DLC. Look at the DLC for that shit.
Yeah, I done re-downloaded.
I never
I
played
still
it.
have to. I still have to buy it.
We don't talk about that.
Trigger,
What
what
about
you been
you?
playing?
Just Apex.
This pure fire that I wish I had known
Yeah.
about.
Long shot. What about you? What you been playing?
The same 2 games I've been playing, GTA 5 and The Division 2. I was about to play Soul Calibur 6, but I have to wait for the download.
Yeah, I was
What is
Oh, okay. Hey, how's the speaking of Division 2, how's that episode 2 DLC?
I didn't start the main mission yet, just because getting to the main mission was a chore in itself. But so far, it's not bad. I mean, AI is pretty much the same, just pure chaotic.
Right.
I mean, they haven't changed that. I feel like I do need to commit to getting the Breakpoint, because I feel like that's going to be the better Division game than the Division 2.
Right. What are you? I'm curious for you. What are you buying next?
It's going to be either that or Control. I just got to commit to spending the money.
Control, or what was the other game?
Breakpoint.
Oh, break. Okay.
I don't think we should play this.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That is very good. Very good.
Nah, it has to be like the main.
Theme sounds. That's just good enough for me, bro.
So I don't know. This was probably at this point. This was probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe even 4 weeks ago. But basically, BioWare, the gift that keeps on giving. They did a. I don't know if it was a live stream they did, or if it was just like a little blog post update or whatever. But basically,
bro.
no, he's pushing their DLC back because I guess they're still trying to fix. What's that game called? Anthem. They're still trying to fix Anthem.
My brother Spook sent me a picture of top game selling in 2019, and he was like, basically hit me with that. One of these things is not like the other. And I looked down the list and was like, it was basically like, he's like, what game on this list doesn't belong? Why was Anthem on the top list of selling games either? You hear me?
The hype machine.
Anthem is trash.
Nobody got on.
I don't know, man. I don't know where he pulled the list out. Who made the list? He was just pointing out the fact that that joke was literally like, it said top selling game of 2019 and something. And I was like, that's
What about the DLC?
So basically, they were saying that they have to push their DLC further backwards. They're still trying to fix the game. So the question that was brought up was, at this point,
Y'all not working on it for y'all to take this long to fix one game.
They don't. Nobody working on
the
that.
thing is, I don't think.
Anybody
I
working on it?
don't think it's that long. I think I'm not gonna say it's like completely right. I don't think it's completely like scrapped, done and over with, but it's not looking good. That shit don't look good. Like it's just not. I'm talking about even for BioWare. So
yeah, but this
the
feels
thing
like
that people were asking is how concerned should you be for Dragon Age 4? Like,
I'm very concerned. But you know what? Think about this, right? Dragon Age Origins was fire, right? Dragon Age 2 was kind of trash. And then they had Dragon Age Inquisition, which was like, yes, it's better than 2, but it wasn't quite as good as Dragon Age Origins. So it almost looks like they're having an identity crisis with their own game. I'm extremely wary for Dragon Age 4 because you don't know what you're doing. Is it an action game? Is it is it isometric type? Is it like the original? Is it more RPG or is it more action based? The next game could be a motherfucking storybook for all we know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I am very
I'm
wary.
gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't think there's a chance in hell that I would consider buying Dragon Age I'd say that I would not to say that I won't buy it, but I definitely would not be buying it on day
It's all about the risk.
whenever it comes out. Whenever it comes out. No, it's coming out next year.
He's like, hold on.
I wouldn't,
Smooth the side of the ship.
I wouldn't take that chance of buying it on day one. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly, BioWare is not
I think they've lost
what they used to be.
I think they've lost too many high-ranking people who made decisions. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like BioWare is a car that lost its transmission and didn't realize you needed the transmission to drive the car. You hear me? BioWare is a car that lost its transmission and didn't realize you needed the transmission to drive the car. And now they're looking around like, how do we get the car working again? You gotta put the transmission back in. But they fired very specific people who probably helped out, made moves. I don't know the whole details of the situation. But the fact that right now they are completely lost on putting this game back together. Look, BioWare is looking like Humpty Dumpty, and nobody know how to put them back together right now.
I want to ask the Superman here. Would you buy Dragon Age when it comes out?
Wait, Superman? How do you Superman? I'm a BioWare fan.
Your son would be everything.
No. My two favorites.
See, I continue.
I'll punch you in your head and your head. Knock your head off.
So would you
Expose your balls. Expose your hairline.
consider buying it day one?
I need to see the game. I need to see some gameplay.
I need it, Doug.
Yeah, exactly. I need to see the game. I want to see some gameplay.
Oh shit.
All of that.
Before I would say yeah or no.
I mean, that's the safe answer.
If
I'm
you-
just saying,
if
as
you
of
ask
right
me-
now.
If you
Well,
ask
we
me
stand
right
at
this
right.
second,
Right.
I'm not buying anything about it.
What's your question, sir?
Would you buy Dragon Age 4 on day one?
No. I'm gonna buy nothing by
Now, everything that's played out between Mass Effect Andromeda
Oh,
and,
God.
and Anthem, those two games, would you in order day one?
This line is closer to him. That's gonna throw me off.
Die, man. You like, where you go? You dead, player.
I'm not gonna lie.
My answer is a part of me that's like, I really don't want BioWare to die. I really don't want BioWare to die, but
Neither do I.
I know that some of my favorite people from BioWare aren't at BioWare anymore. Who's that? Larry, don't even get me started. Cause the niggas terrible.
No. I heard a noise.
Didn't
My
they lose?
headphones.
Okay, so like,
Casey. He came back though.
but was it like in the same light? You know, I don't know.
I don't work back.
I mean, if like Casey's gonna be there for Dragon Age 4, there's a strong chance that if not day
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that I don't
if not day one, I'm gonna have to see, cause like they really haven't said anything about the Dragon Age 4 at all. Nothing. We have no info. We don't know if they're gonna be more RPG based like the first game, or more action based like the second game, or some type of hybrid like the third game. I thought the third game was fire, but I just think it was a lot of problems. And it was built like a Ubisoft game. And Ubisoft games ain't even as entertaining as they used to be, with the whole like, well, you know how they do.
The crucial balance.
You know, they'd be like, hey man, we got this checklist, you gonna do a bunch of shit and all of it's gonna be boring as fuck. And I'm like, I don't know if I wanna do that again. Like, think about, okay, how about here's the answer question. The answer is no, and for a very specific reason. Do you remember how long it took you to get to the exciting part of Dragon Age Inquisition?
I remember.
I never got
And
it.
how many people did not make it? If you guys who are watching don't know, it took about 18, it took anywhere between 15 to 20 hours, 18 hours on average to get to the good parts of Dragon Age, where the game really started picking up. They laid way too much groundwork. Way too much groundwork. It took way too long.
And did exactly what I did on Borderlands.
It was boring the first 6 hours. It was boring the first 10 hours. Nothing literally, like, okay, so Scoop quit, right? He was like, I'm done. About 2 days later, I finally got to where it was like, oh shit, it picked up. I told him about it. But it's like he didn't want to talk through another 4 hours of boring-ass gameplay.
Like, I don't care anymore.
I'm just done. It's too late. You can't bring him gone. I left that house a minute ago. The music and everything. Oh my god.
First impressions are everything.
Yeah. First impressions are everything, and it just...
Not saying that certain things can't be redeemed and all that.
Things can be redeemed, but the problem is nowadays...
So
like,
much shit.
Nowadays, honestly, nowadays, cats will abandon games. They will tell you, the consumer, they abandoned the game, but they've moved the fuck on. A lot of games.
That was the thing. That was the big thing with that article that I'm talking about as far as the information is taken.
DLC stuff?
Right. Are they getting to a point where because it's taking so long, are they going to just end up silently?
What game are we talking?
Are they going to end up silently
Actually
stepping away from
saying
Anthem?
nothing?
Right. And then start that
Which is
development
possible.
for Dragon Age 4.
They probably already have. They just didn't say
Which,
shit.
if they were to do that, and that's not to say that they're not doing that, but if they were to at some point publicly say that, it's going to look terrible.
It's not going to publicly say it.
Terrible. It's going to look terrible.
If they were to publicly say it, they would say it after Dragon Age 4.
But in order for them to publicly say anything, you're
Oh! I knocked him though.
Yeah.
Or that you,
Knocked
or
Yeah,
not even necessarily suck. It's just that you couldn't
Why
quite.
you suck?
Yeah, you couldn't
You suck.
quite
And here's the
cut the
worst
mustard
part
for that
about it,
game.
yo.
Too.
You guys hyped the life out of this game.
And man,
And then
none of
dropped
the
it.
expectations.
And then dropped it like, I don't know, probably a year or two too early. The game could have been like ungodly amazing.
Right.
The concept is there.
Yeah.
Then once the game comes out, you start hearing all this stuff. I still have yet to play like more than the first mission because I was like, I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I figured they were going to go the Bungie route. Clearly, they're not Bungie.
They're not.
Right?
They're still under EA. So that's not the case. That's one thing matter of fact, I'm saying right now, I'm gonna credit the shit out of fucking Bungie. Like, hey,
They got from the Activision.
right?
Basically,
Them niggas, right? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They escaped. You know what I'm saying? They escaped.
And now they're winning.
Right. They knew exactly what they needed
That's
to do.
number 3, I think,
Right.
sold
And
first-person
they-
shooter
right.
in the world.
And they did that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's recognizing a problem and then being like, yo, fuck that. We're gonna fix this. So I say you gotta give a lot of credit to Bungie for that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest, when it comes to Bungie, and this is probably gonna sound foul, but Bungie could even be lying. And it could have been half of their choices that were the bad choice, and they could have been like, we're gonna leave Activision and act like it's their fault.
Right.
But
Because
even
everybody's
then, it's still a good business choice.
Yeah, but because
Even if
everybody
that
will
was
believe them. Nobody's gonna believe Activision because of how they go about doing things. Nobody will believe them.
Oh!
You guys are fake?
He!
You could right about it. Son, but he jumped. He sent us a joint and then dispersed. They already won anyway. They got people on this shit.
So, speaking of shooters, that brings me to my next topic. Modern Warfare. Another gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, the trading line up Call of Duty, man.
I did want to ask, before you get to Modern
Blair.
Warfare, I did want to ask, do you feel like Anthem can have a, No Man's Sky revive?
That's a good question,
Or should I
actually.
say
That's a good
rebound?
question, actually.
Should I say rebound?
If they were in the transition of doing that right now, possibly.
What?
But because
No
they're
Man's
still,
Sky revive?
yeah. If he was
Well,
asking
No
if
Man's Sky's
Anthem,
popping.
right? No, that's what he's asking if Anthem could have that type of resurgence, like
It
No
could.
Man's Sky. It could.
It won't.
But the reason why
It
I
won't.
agree with him,
It
why I
won't.
don't think it will, is because they're so far behind, even at this point. Like if
There's
they were
one
in
thing
that
different.
space right now where they could literally, they're like, all right, yo, in 2-3 weeks we got something dropping. Then like 2 months after that we got another shit dropping, and you can start to see that turn, like you can see the projection.
Oh,
Then
like
I-
a roadmap.
Right, exactly. I would be like, okay, all right,
Yeah, but
possibly.
they have not
But they're
followed
still
the roadmap
like,
at all so far.
yeah, nah, you gonna have to give us.
No,
we need
I have
more
a
time.
reason.
Like,
I have a reason.
Our
Here's
shit is
here's
still
why.
fucked up.
The people behind No Man's Sky,
It's like we getting ready to head into next gen.
Yeah.
So
So the people behind No Man's Sky do not have a big company backing them. It's just them.
No, of course. Yeah.
Which means that if their game don't float, they're done as a gaming company. So they're putting everything in the stake of No Man's Sky. Yeah, they did go silent, didn't say shit, but it's because they was afraid that everything they would say would be used against them. And that shit is true, because that's what would happen.
I ain't gonna lie.
BioWare,
I thought Sean Murray was kind of pussy for that. I'm gonna be honest.
he was, and I'm not saying it was the best decision. I'm saying that was what he felt like was the best decision, and I couldn't 100% disagree with him because he eventually did come back. He eventually released that jump. He eventually upgraded, fixed, and did everything he needed. Now the game is fire. But BioWare has somebody breathing on their necks, which means that that company could decide, yo, we don't think this is worth it anymore. Move on to the next project, which will be Dragon Age. And if Dragon Age is successful, BioWare is gone. It's gone. But
That's
like,
something I agree with. After Andromeda and then Anthem, if Dragon Age doesn't do it, it's curtains.
it's like
I'm calling game over.
the point I'm getting at is that BioWare has other people they have to, yes, this game is bad, but we're not even judging Dragon Age for this game being bad. Because we're like, it's a different game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, they still get that credit. No Man's Sky Cats didn't get that credit because it was their only game.
Yeah.
And so they needed to prove themselves. BioWare doesn't need to prove themselves. They had a bad game. Us, the consumers, are probably going to be stupid and blame it on EA. We're going to be like, EA probably had their hands in it. And yes, they had two bad, Anthem and what else?
Dragon Age.
Mass Effect Andromeda. But Mass Effect Andromeda was EA problem. Andromeda was EA. EA fucked up. Some people undergame Casey left.
I know.
Like, because Casey's the main reason why I played the first 3 Mass Effect.
I wouldn't say that.
He was the lead. He's why Mass Effect is what Mass Effect is.
Not really. We'll save that for another day.
I'll beat your ass with another ball. That's why you said he's the major fan. Because Mass Effect. I was thinking major fan because of Dragon Age. I'm a Dragon Age fan. Like, I love it. You know how many hours I have in Dragon Age Origins, bro? It's insane.
I just know BioWare is like.
He is loving Mass Effect. But I put him on the Mass Effect. Wait. You got here? Yeah. I had to read about it.
Yeah, yes and no. I was interested in it, but you was like, I'm gonna go ahead and rent this one because you was working at the game store.
Yeah.
And then
Got
you started
rent
playing it. Yeah, I was like, and then you started playing it, and I was like, what's up with this throwback 80s ass music when you died?
You know what the big problem was when I first played that game? That fucking filter. The scientific ass, channel 42 science channel fucking filter. I was like, when I figured out you could turn off the game, it got infinitely better. I hated that.
No! We out here fighting. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah, speaking of shooters, Call of Duty next week. You get that? I love it.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Nah, it's the way how the nigga was eating the carrot and thinking like you really was thinking. Like he was like, He's like, I don't know. He's like, is it wet? Like, I don't know. Is it wet? He's like, I don't know if it get wet enough. I don't know if it's good enough for me. He's like, you see, my hard drive, my safe space.
I mean,
Nah, to be honest with you, though, I know you normally always get COD, so that's how I started with casting.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had all of them.
Yeah.
nah, not all of them.
I'm about to
The
say,
last couple.
he was a sucker. Son.
I would.
I thought you was buying them for the little guys.
I'm not saying he wasn't playing.
I wasn't really foolish. You play none of them.
Right. Yeah, that shit don't count, nigga. Like, shit don't count. Just cause it's coming out your pocket, nigga, you ain't playing it, alright? You was gifting them shits.
It's like me buying Anthem for the kids and being
Right.
like, shit, I totally bought it. No, I bought it for them. Did they play it, enjoyed it? I don't know.
Sorry, no. But nah, cause you played the beta, right? Did you play both, or did you play just that? The 2v2?
No, I played the regular one too.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Not very long, but I did.
So what you thinking over there, player? I know. Nigga be falling asleep.
I don't know yet. Can't call it. Not 100% sure.
That makes sense. For me, like day one type stuff, as far as Call of Duty goes,
I feel
I
like
don't care anymore.
I feel like based on my past experience, I remember the reason why I stopped buying it.
It took me a really long time to figure that out.
It was like
Right, that's
real
like
competitive. You know what I mean?
2012.
Yeah,
So I feel like if I buy it, I may only play it for like
a few weeks.
I play the storyline, which probably would be make it worth it, and then by the time I play multiplayer, once I prestige the first time,
Strife.
now if they had the zombies,
like you was doing.
Me?
Spec Ops.
Buying it day one.
Yeah, I kind of already know your answer, but yeah. Just for podcast.
I mean, like, there's a part of me that kind of wants to buy it off rip, but because you're not buying it off rip, he's not buying it off rip, he's probably not buying it off rip, it defeats the purpose of me buying it because.
Well, this nigga don't count. We do people buy.
But there's only one game, but a nigga like me's gonna buy shooter wise and be like, I'm playing this by myself online as Halo. So that shit, I'm just now. I mean, like, once you get it, I'll probably buy it. But so I get paid on the 8th, so it's like I can buy it then, or I can buy it this check. I was thinking about just waiting until the next check because I'm like, this check will have free, and even if I feel like I took a slight L, it wouldn't really hurt me that much because I don't have no bills on the check. So that's kind of where I'm at.
What about you, Larry?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
First person
You
shooter?
said first person shooter of a franchise I've never really been a fan of.
he's like, I don't want to go, mama.
That's enough for me,
You
dog.
shooting everybody.
You like it's a no for me, dog.
Slide
Well.
on there, Randy.
So,
But hey, let me ask you a question though.
Right.
What was
Hey,
I never
everybody chasing this
understood
nigga,
this.
dog. Oh, you got him.
I never understood the point of this. What was the point of prestige in Call of Duty?
just to keep leveling up.
Is this the way of getting your rank up?
It was supposed
that's
to
all.
keep you from getting bored, but
To
Just
give you,
level up.
to give you something to do when you get bored of everything else.
Gotcha. So,
Yeah. So, with COD,
Ain't nobody feedbacking the shit.
I'm sure at this point now, it's like 3 weeks old. Everybody's heard that a portion of the Spec Ops mode will be exclusive to PlayStation for a whole year.
That's the controversy.
That is one of the raging topics online right now. People on like Reddit and shit like that. I'm not sure if gents are familiar with any of those
Zipline.
forums
All the zip line.
where niggas like to parlay at.
I don't need to run to the zip line, but you know the
So-
zip line leads to the.
Question. I died. This nigga meleeed that nigga like 4 times.
he was had that gold joint.
Kind of smooth cutting shit off.
Hey, why you
That nigga, look.
So it's like 40, like nah, G check that in. Oh, see, zip line, I told you.
I told you for the zip line, baby.
Yeah, nah, we're not having none of that.
Fuck no.
We're not having none of that, sir.
Fuck that. That nigga fuck that shit.
We're not having none of that, sir. I
Get that
told you.
shit out of here.
It's tough. That's very tough.
I think it's trash.
Okay, so let me
Even though
get
I
this.
have a PlayStation.
So the question is, one, like I said, exclusive for a whole year. Obviously, Sony paid for it. But the overall question is, do you think this is fair? Actually, two questions. Two questions. Do you think it's fair, and do you think these type of things should exist? So I'll start with you.
I think they should
Two-part
exist.
question.
I think they should exist, but not at the length that this exists.
Kind
If you like, hey, we can get a leg up like a month, you know, really just a month, like a month or a couple weeks. I would never do more than a month because I feel like the very minute you start getting past that, I start feeling like you're really like. First of all, because it's not a mode that they have to pay for. The other people, when they do get it, you literally, it really does feel like you're telling me, hey, here's like 95% of the game. You can get that other 5% in a year.
Right.
That's gonna make me feel slighted on PC or
regardless
Xbox.
of how small it is.
Regardless of how
that's
small
what
it
a
is.
lot of niggas online. They're like, oh well, you know, it's small. It's only like
It's
a
a
third of the mode. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I want all that shit.
But
If a nigga
it's
drops
like, those
60
people
on
who say
it,
that,
you
those
want
people,
all of it.
let's-
You want all
those
of it.
people who say that really don't realize how many people buy Call of Duty for the zombies, and that's it. There are people who buy it just for that. So you gotta imagine this could be that mode that sells the game.
Commercial like shit.
My nigga said, I'm gonna eat the crumbs, man.
Doritos commercial.
Hey, shout out to Core,
What was
our
the second
sponsors
part
today of the podcast. Core, great water, very clean, very crispy, no chemicals.
Or and aperture's carrots. I made that shit up. No, hey, what was the second part of the question? You said
Do you
so-
think it's fair, and do you think we should get rid of these types of practices?
Okay, so I did answer it. Basically, yes, and the practice is fine, but just not the length of the practice. Because a year is insane. Like, I mean, but, you know, the worst part, really, when you think about it, Call of Duty is a yearly franchise, which means that in a year when they get this mode, they're gonna be trying to sell the next Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
First of all, I was so slighted that I was like, I'm gonna wait until it comes out and then buy it. That means that when I buy the game, I'm buying a game that's virtually dying. That's way too long. I still think now, like, they should reverse that. Like, yo, make it 6 months at least. Shorten it. A year is just too long when you consider the fact that by the time this mode drops, we literally gonna be talking about the next Call of Duty game. Where's me wrong?
Shocker, what you think?
I mean, I agree 100% with Shun. I mean, I could understand. I would just say even the season, fall, winter, spring, summer, but yeah, a whole year, and just the fact that Shun brought up the next game will be out by the time.
Right.
I'm fall for that.
I get it. I mean, get your paydays any way you can, but we can call them out. You have to learn to call them out.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, I actually agree. For the first thing, I do kind of feel like I do kind of hate these practices, even if it doesn't necessarily occur to
Cuz
me.
coming back, watch
It's just kind of.
Yeah, I want people to know that we do own PlayStation.
Right.
And
Everybody.
we probably were buying it on PlayStation, so
Right.
when we say we feel like upset about that idea, it's not because we own Xboxes and PCs. We own PlayStation.
Right.
PlayStation is my main gaming console for the most part, followed by PC.
Exactly. Like I said, yeah. I think these practices are kind of. I'm not really. It's the bottom line. Is like it's anti-consumer to a certain community. You know what I'm saying? However, that nigga worked.
Looking for your ass, boy.
However, you know, it is one of those situations where like niggas did pay, so.
That's kind of where I
I
stand.
want
with
what
it.
I paid for.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. As somebody that has every intention to take over as much as possible business-wise, I feel like as a company, if I say,
I
look,
couldn't blame Sony.
if I say, look, Sony, look, I'm gonna give you this blank check, right? You put what number you want in here to keep this one exclusive, or vice versa. Not Sony, but who's doing this? Who's doing this Call of Duty? Not Treyarch, right?
No,
it's Titanfall.
Okay, exactly. Boom. I'm talking to the CEO. Look, hey, here's this blank check. I want to keep something exclusive for your game. X amount of time.
Does it tell you what ship's gonna land? Does it tell you what ship's gonna land?
No, it's gonna tell me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
Circle is
Yeah. Now,
I mean,
here's
I
the
know
flip
how
side
it
of that. Coming from the CEO's standpoint of that company, I do think it would be kind of dumb to even agree necessarily to that. So when you look at it from both sides,
Oh my god!
Oh my
I was just about to turn around.
ran up on you.
Yeah.
He ran behind him and blew his brains to the
Nah, that was the zombie.
That
What was on
Yeah,
me?
he did a drive-by smack.
That
He
nigga was like,
kept running.
that nigga putting cats to
But yeah, like if company-wise, I feel like you know that there's gonna be a lot of people that want specific things on PC. A lot of cats play COD on Xbox. A lot. So why would you put yourself in that situation? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really agree with it, but if I spent the money, deal with it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I mean, it's an interesting conversation for to say the least. And it's one of those things where it's a very decisive conversation, divisive conversation. Because there's a lot of people that are basically what you're saying, like, hey, they paid.
if I put out the money
talk, bullshit walks.
all day.
But then there's also the other side.
Here is the
people that are
problem,
like,
though, man.
you know,
You're slighting your own customers.
Right, you're still slighting a certain amount of customers.
And that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
from the
And
company.
2/3 of your customers.
From the standpoint of business, I thought it was always the customer's always right. Like I thought the person who you want to please the most is
that down and creep.
is the person that's gonna cough up that money to buy your product. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting conversation. Trigger, what are your thoughts on this?
I think that
This nigga only got PlayStation. So he was like, I'm good.
I'm good either way, baby.
So your thoughts, people have those?
Correct.
nah. I think
Buddy
that
dip.
I think
Buddy
that
dip.
nah. He's in here. I heard him.
Like, imagine.
Right.
Like, have you ever? Let me ask you
Oh
this.
my god.
Get your ass. Let me ask you something.
That's not cool, man.
You own your own business,
Right.
So how would you feel about? Would you do something where, like, let's say you were like, I'm offering a discount.
Only to niggas.
Right? No. You're offering some type of discount on dipping somebody's car, but it's only for people who own Honda Preludes. You know what I'm saying? And like, literally.
I actually do that.
Oh shit.
I don't make it known publicly. It's kind of just like it's kind of like more to compare it to that situation. That's like
It's like a truck.
that's like
Red cars are more
that's like
expensive.
Call of Duty releases the mode, right? Instead of saying, hey, instead of using it as a selling point, because I'm not gonna go buy a $400 system just to get a $5 perk. That's stupid. So what I think would be a better tactic, more or less, would be unless it's a PlayStation exclusive game, the whole game.
Oh yeah,
I don't think that's even worth mentioning. I think that it should be more or less like an added bonus. So like, let's say, boom, you walk in, you got Xbox. I'm like, oh yeah, here's Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
Boom. All right, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Right.
Then you come in with the PlayStation, and you're
something
like,
else on the box.
yeah, and he's on his way out the door,
Right.
but he's like, no. So it's more like it's more like this. It's more like this. He's like, oh, you got PlayStation? Oh yeah, by the way, that color right there.
That's you right there, baby.
I think it should be more like that.
I get it.
Twitter.
That's right.
Thanks Sony for that.
Right.
There's no way. There's no
When
way.
the Xbox nigga went home, he like, yeah, he's like, I love it. This is a great game.
And it's not until like it's not until like you watch somebody streaming and it's like,
Right.
oh, why does he have like this extra fucking whole
Come
extra
to
game mode?
Right. Come to
But like I said, I don't think that's where you going?
He didn't make a brains.
Run back with everybody creepy, yo.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I'm curious. What's your joint?
He dipped on that ass.
This is what
Want to say it again?
I said, what's the joint that you
She's
do?
watching it. There's no way you can
When
ride.
I'm talking about like the joints you
Nah,
actually
that's
do. The joint you actually do for your joint.
that's basically what I do. So like if the price is $1,500 and somebody with a prelude comes in, like, look, by the way, because you have a prelude, I'm gonna give you $300 off. It's not something I
Oh,
You know, it's not advertising. I get it. So basically, what you're saying is
it's a
Be
perk.
sneaky.
it probably would have. Yeah, but it's like
got some
it's
secret
like that
menu
idea
thing.
of not lying, right?
Right.
So I didn't lie to you.
Yeah.
I just didn't tell you.
I just didn't tell you.
Yeah,
No, I get it. That's this, yeah.
But no one's gonna go buy a
I think more or less that's
extra
actually
card
when you
or
open up the game, right? And it says, oh, by the way, because you're a PlayStation user, here's a code to get that extra mode. Opposed to saying, hey guys, if you got an Xbox, fuck you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm literally not going to go
He felt it. He wanted it. That nigga, I could tell. I seen that nigga's face. He wanted it.
I was enjoying it.
You gotta want it, Brian. He wanted it, Brian. He's like, he wanted it. He wanted it. You gotta want it, Brian.
He wanted it, bro. He wanted it.
Oh man, that's too funny.
He's like,
But yeah, I just don't. There's not. It's not. Like I really don't see. I don't see. I think, like I said, I think the only people who benefit from this are not even PlayStation users, but PlayStation themselves. It's just like, hey, this is an added perk for buying.
No, the problem to me is like, first of all, when the PlayStation 5 is dropping next year, that's not an incentive to be like, I'm gonna go buy a PlayStation now. Like, who's gonna buy a PlayStation now? I'm not saying they can't sell a PlayStation right now, but I feel like that one game, that one mode in that one game is not enough for me to be like, I'm gonna go buy a PlayStation.
So why even advertise it?
There's no point to advertise. Why even spend? Why is Sony wasting their money in something that I don't think, as a person who owns a PlayStation, I don't think is going to benefit them in any way.
I think,
because if you're trying to encourage me to buy it, like me, as a person who owns more than one console,
that can't be the reason.
That's still not enough. Like if I wanted to play Call of Duty on my PC, regardless of this mode, I'm buying it on PC. Just this mode is not enough for me. It really only just makes me feel upset to try to do some shit. And this was still hated back when Destiny did it. Which was like, we rubbed it in because we had PlayStation. Like,
to be honest, this goes on
strike a lot longer.
And a lot of niggas in today's time have amnesia. But honestly, this goes all the way back to
Destiny 1 did it.
No, it goes back further than that. It goes back to 360 when Xbox
360 was the one doing it.
With the maps first on Call of Duty.
But it wasn't like 3 months, right?
It was a month. But like I said,
that's a month.
I know, but it's still something.
It was something that made people mad years ago for a month.
Right.
A year?
Right.
I have moved on from your game in a month.
The question is though, prior to them doing that, you never heard of nothing like this before. So it started originally with the 360 and Microsoft being like, hey, we're gonna have some maps that are gonna be exclusive for our console for a month. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else is getting maps. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a month.
It's still not that long. It's
still the fact of
no. The point I'm getting at is that is so much more acceptable now than a whole.
But what I'm saying is this type of stuff exists because of that. Where we're at now is because of what originally started.
It's the evolution of what started.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole point.
I was, look at my body.
So it was a situation.
Everybody fell for it that.
So I feel like if it was one of those things where if none of this would have never happened, like any of this, we wouldn't have this shit right now.
If we hadn't accepted it, it's the same. You know what funny thing is? It's the same thing with those people who are advocating really strongly against microtransactions. They was like, yo, if we don't do something now, it's gonna get worse. And what happened? Star Wars Battlefront happened.
Yeah,
and it got worse. And we're still seeing a point where it can get worse. It gets worse if you don't think now.
Yeah.
So, cause like this whole year exclusive thing, like back when it was just a month, we was like, we didn't like it then, but we accepted it. Mm-hmm. And now we're here years later, and it's like, oh baby, we got a whole year, and it's like, that hurts.
Just imagine next generation,
it could be even longer.
It could be even longer, and it could be on Microsoft.
It could be permanent.
Right. It could be permanent. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like when you open Pandora's box, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's one of those things where like we should have never.
Hey, honest. Let him use the bullet.
To be perfectly honest, we should have never allowed it to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It should have been shut down.
Upstairs. Oh, he gone. Oh no, yeah.
What? Oh my god! It's like as soon as you read, it's like.
No, he's so scared though that he's still sitting in the same corner. Like he thinks
that star, that little triangle.
So, speaking of next gen.
Oh, hold on. So before you move on, to end it though.
Move on, good sir.
I think the major thing is.
Stars and stripes.
Is the only benefit that PlayStation had from doing this is one, this is like an appreciation to our
custom
Fan
base.
base.
Yeah,
Slash-
PlayStation Press not really.
But
Something.
I think it was the wrong.
I think
move.
majority.
I think it was the wrong move to advertise it the way they did because that's only going to anger.
Yeah, the other side.
Then,
That's right.
yeah,
It makes it a
but
case
it's going to
of
make
the-
them angry, not encourage them to buy a PlayStation.
Right.
So
Or to just at minimum not buy your game.
yeah,
So yeah, I get
but
it.
I think like the only time that exclusive shit works is if it's the whole thing, like
A Sony exclusive. Yes. No. Yeah.
what's it?
Like
Horizon
a Sony exclusive, like a video game.
Oh, great.
Like a single
Now
console
imagine,
exclusive.
now if they would have did this, if they would
So
have
many
said,
examples he stepped trying to deny. Like, no. I mean, that's the exclusive. Oh, you missed another exclusive? That one. I'm like, bruh. Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I mean, that makes sense. That-
headshot.
Bloodborne is a good example. But Bloodborne.
Oh, that was the same.
The guy came running out of the house.
What's the
Like,
word I'm trying to use? Bloodborne's backing, money-wise, was by Sony, so it made sense. Those type of situations make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this.
Sony did not give them money to make a mode. Sony gave them money to stop the mode from being shared. That's where the shittiness in this deal is like, that's messed up.
Money talk, bullshit walk.
It does
That's it.
talk,
And
but
I mean,
it's the one time in video
So let me
games you're
ask
like,
you this.
I don't really like that. I'm
Call of Duty.
Hey, let me ask. Hey, does
Call of Duty
it
is
like? Do you think this Spec Ops mode would have?
hold on, long shot. Hold on.
All right.
Trey, go ahead.
Call of Duty is a quote unquote then what would you say if they said, okay, we're gonna buy the exclusive rights for the first month
Talk about the entire game.
for the entire game? Would that encourage you, or would you just be patient?
That would be worse.
Oh yeah, obviously, for whatever.
Would be
Besides
worse.
not getting it, but I'm just saying.
No, because I mean, like,
If you had an Xbox, you said, Call of Duty was like, you got one?
yeah, he took it. Your soul is mine.
You know what would be funny is if the gas made you stronger.
Right. He's like, stop using caustic. Stop. Kenny's running around looking like the fucking tank off of Left 4 Dead.
Juggernaut.
Running through buildings. Can I get that? Can we run through buildings?
Trey, what was you saying now?
Woo.
Would that, you think that would make more sense? If they're gonna do something like that, that would make more sense.
You're basically saying more so go all in instead of just possibly. I mean, like I said, for people who were buying it on PlayStation,
Truthfully,
it'd probably be
Truthfully.
But like I said, you still look at the other side.
From your question,
type of thing.
from Sony's standpoint, that actually makes more sense than this, because then that could sell the console. That could be like, you feel like, do you want this? That's the point of doing something like that. You don't understand video game logistics. You're in the wrong room. Please leave.
No, I said I don't think that they're trying to sell consoles at this point, knowing that they're about to push the
You're just trying to
five.
piss Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
That exactly.
They can.
I don't think that's their goal. Their goal isn't, oh man, we're about to spend mad bread just to piss some people
You see
off.
a meme of
We're
like
gonna
a
piss
guy,
two-thirds of our fans off just because.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I will say
two-thirds.
though. I will say though.
That doesn't make sense.
He kind of has a point with the whole.
They're just trolling. Sony's trolling.
Well, no, I'm not talking
Sony's
about
spending millions of
no,
dollars
no,
to
no,
troll.
no, no, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the part of them not trying to sell consoles. Sony has dominated this generation when it comes to sales. It's almost 3-1 at this point. When I'm talking Sony,
Got beat up by Switch though, didn't they?
no, I'm talking.
I swear, keep saying.
I'm talking just PS. I'm talking just PS. I'm talking just PS4 to Xbox.
Running directly behind.
It's body bag numbers, right? So,
But yeah, they ain't even.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. So the first lap crash.
So-
was a stop.
Right. So with him saying that they don't really need to see sell
Like, we still
consoles.
driving. Your engine's blowing.
Right. So with him saying they don't really need to sell consoles, I kind of understand that. I was just like, dog, they knocked the competition. They knocked them.
Oh,
the
no.
fuck out.
I get that part. They don't need to.
So,
But what other point is there?
maybe they just need to be some trolls. Remember. Let's take. Let's take. Hold
bricks
on.
and everything. You know,
Hold on.
bricks.
I'm gonna
Hit
walk
one back.
walk you back. Remember way back. Remember the first E3 when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox had got announced or whatever, and then obviously
that share video.
right, exactly. Remember, Microsoft went first at like 9 a.m.
The year before.
No. This was during the E3 conference. Microsoft came out. It always come out at 9 a.m. or whatever, and they talking about their whole Xbox all-in-one entertainment system. They're gonna be able to do everything on it, not just games. So they had all this like TV push marketing stuff, and they talked about their apps and all this. And then remember, their original plan was to not have disc-based games. They were gonna go all digital, DRM, all digital, right? Okay. So they had that whole entire conference, lukewarm reception. Niggas in the crowd was like turned, niggas was like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas had side eye, stink eye. So fast forward, later on that day, Sony comes on at 6 p.m., right? What does Sony do? These niggas come out with the
jazz.
Right, these niggas come with the oh nah, it's all games over here. All we doing, we talking nothing but software, games. Then these niggas come out with a video of Adam Boys and I think it was a Shoegat. And they literally was like, here's how you borrow games on PlayStation.
He was like, here's how you share games.
Right, and this nigga literally like
Gave the other nigga the game, like,
other nigga the game, like, we ain't doing that non-disc shit over here. Like, and it was literally a direct stab at Microsoft. Like, right in the fucking back. So you can kind of say
no, that wasn't in the back. That was Kanagawa from Borderlands. He's like, I wouldn't stab you in the back like those. He's like, if I stab you, I'm gonna stab you right in the chest.
Right.
He's like, because that's what real friends do.
So they was like, right. So it's like, yo, they was on some trolling shit back then. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm not saying that they not trolling.
They was just off the rip. So.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if I was like just Sony's leader of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
We already smashed everybody in console sales. So now it's not about the console sales, it's about units.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna spend this extra bread so that when these cats that buy this game, that's gonna last for at least 2 years. People are still playing Black Ops. Okay? I'm gonna spend the extra money so that they buy it on our console. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about Microsoft. I don't care. Like, who's that?
You know what?
Buy it on my system.
I don't think that's what it is.
That's true.
I don't think that's what it is.
That's true.
That could be a goal, but I actually think their main goal is something different. I think their main goal is to teach everybody who did not buy a PlayStation and the people who buy a PlayStation. And we get our goal with a whole year exclusive. Which when we drop this PlayStation 5.
Ooh.
That's what they're
next
going
year.
for.
Go.
That's not that sounds like, I mean, if I was a Sony exec and we made this move, that sounds like a better goal. Like goal to convince you that when the next Call of Duty comes out, if it does drop on a PlayStation 5, the potential that we might have that mode to hold anything. Doesn't matter how small it is. You're gonna get the best experience over here at PlayStation. Come join the Sony channel. That's literally how. Remember, that was how they did it when they carried Microsoft. It was like, we do nothing but games over here. Come join us.
Come join us.
All their marketing was in gaming.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All the money they spent was in gaming. Destiny 1. You had a strike. You had a strike in a couple of maps. They did not release for a whole year. You gotta wait some suckers. Okay. Okay.
He's like,
We some suckers. Do you remember why we bought Destiny on PlayStation? Originally.
I'm coming back for that ass.
originally?
Yeah. You
Talking
remember the
about
reason?
V1.
Not the only reason, but one of the reasons that helped us decide we can get it on PlayStation. Because they had exclusive content for a whole fucking year on PlayStation. And we all sat down and was like, yeah, but if we did it on PlayStation. Because remember, this is right before I was thinking about buying the Xbox. It wasn't that I wasn't going to get it. I was thinking about getting it. But then we saw that they were going to have exclusive content for Destiny 1, and we was like, let's grab it on PlayStation.
He's talking about the
Destiny
maps
1,
and
the strike.
That's right.
We really sat down and talked about it.
He's talking about Destiny 1.
Get your ass up.
All the way back.
Yeah,
won
but
stats.
that was the reason. Because remember,
Yeah.
you had Xbox, he had Xbox,
Mhm.
and I was getting ready to get
Rest in peace in my crate.
which that choice actually led into me not getting that game, the Xbox.
You know that shit that you
That's
do?
terrible,
Like,
man.
Which
find
at this
your
point,
crate,
you still don't have an
like,
Xbox.
revive yourself.
So,
That'd be tough.
Because Xbox
so-
never came out with a reason to make me want to
so
buy one.
yeah, so
I
you
wanna buy
are,
one, but they don't
you
have a
are,
reason.
you are literally, that's why,
I
that
am living
image is-
proof on why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, bro.
Because we're the punishment. It's like,
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's just funny, like, yeah.
my natural voice comes out sometimes. I apologize. I have a
Yeah,
very
that-
hearty, loud voice. You
That is,
understand?
yeah, you
The
really-
voice will make you moist, not you guys, the girls. It's like,
You know, I just thought about that. You really didn't buy
I
it.
gotta get the air. Yeah, because we bought. So we were gonna buy.
Remember,
Destiny
you
on-
bought it,
Remember, I
you
was an
bought it
Xbox.
for KI, I bought it for Forza.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, that's
And then
just
they went
reality.
play on
Wait.
PC.
Hey, wait.
Both of them.
Wait.
Both of them.
And you remember what Shun?
Both of them.
You remember what Shun was
Right.
gonna buy an Xbox for?
Right, like
Does-
both of them.
does
I still don't
anybody-
got Windows 10.
Does anybody remember
still,
what Shun was gonna buy an Xbox for?
Still couldn't play
No?
it if I wanted to.
Does anybody remember why I was going to buy? An
Oh, no.
In the words of my older brother, Let Down 3, aka Correct Down 3, was the reason I was going
Oh,
to buy
I
my
thought it was
Xbox.
Fable. Oh, wow.
Fable actually is probably a higher reason now that I think.
That was a 360. Never mind. Never
Don't you
mind.
like Gears too, though?
I mean,
That's me.
that's okay.
That was me.
I like Gears.
I know, but I'm
At the time that we made these decisions, I like Gears more than he did, but that's changed over the years.
Here's my shit.
You're right. Fable would have been my number one reason. My second reason was Crackdown, and then my third reason would be Halo.
Right.
Because like Gears was like, for me, Gears was like, even though they're different games, I was like, well, I can get Gears on this, or I get kills on that. That's
So
kind of how I
come
felt
around the
about
corner
those
like
games.
Blade
Yeah.
Runner.
Yeah, you're talking about
You
the
ever-
360,
You about
right?
to search.
Was you ever
Yeah.
interested in
Yeah,
the Fable that they was originally going to make?
Yeah, I'll say this. Dead Rising was the reason I got an Xbox 360.
I thought it was interesting, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna work. What's up, Blair?
What's up, long shot?
He said,
I said Dead Rising was the reason why I got an Xbox 360.
Oh, you know about 360, yeah. You don't have an Xbox One either, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's what I thought. And what was you going to say about Call of Duty, long shot?
I was going to ask, is Call of Duty going to support crossplay on all platforms?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, interesting, right? The first game that supports crossplay and one of the most
They pulled that.
2/3 of the
People
one.
can't even
Right,
play
can't even,
mode.
yeah, I know, right?
let me ask y'all this. Do you think that this mode is worth all of this?
Do you remember playing Modern Warfare 2? Do you remember we played the Spec Ops mode and how far it was? They have decided that that mode is not going to be the survival version, right?
Double kill.
Revenge. The Spec Ops missions will be available for everybody.
But to
So
survive,
NW2, right?
which was one of the most fire. So you remember how when you did the Spec Ops mode in NW2, they had a survival one, and then they had one that you had to go along the level. The better ones were the survival ones.
I like.
Do you remember the jump in the snow where you're sitting on top of that building and then there's like that car with the railing?
Yeah.
And you can shoot them. You're in like Russia or something.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite. That was literally my favorite. That was a survival type.
And that's PlayStation exclusive?
The survival part.
The survival part. Hold on.
And the kid like, fucking niggas. And they get dick.
I'm on PlayStation.
I will.
See you next year.
I will admit if I'm
That's terrible, man.
I will admit if I'm gonna buy Call of Duty, I'm very well not gonna want to buy it on 360 or PC because
Yeah, I'm buying.
I
won't
want
buy none
Spec
on
Ops
360.
survival. I
Yeah,
want it.
Xbox.
I'm sorry.
Xbox.
I'm sorry. The last Xbox I owned, forgive me guys, I was gonna buy Xbox One, but
Back in
Xbox,
these Xbox fanboy days.
Microsoft, no, that was
Xbox was running it, don't lie.
No,
It
yes.
was.
You know what? Truthfully, man, I'll be honest with you, man. That's all that you said true. I bought the better console. I'm just upset that you didn't. He like, but I had Uncharted
Well,
1, which was
exactly.
like,
When I had, you mean Uncharted 2? You mean that
no,
9.5?
Someone
Yeah. Last of Us? I know, right?
You talking about the world's
Right.
greatest shooter that has
Right.
changed matchmaking since then?
Mhm.
Halo 2.
Last of Us?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You
know. Yeah.
Fable 1,
I
2,
know.
and 3.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I got you covered, my nigga. We're gonna skip gears. Although it was fire, all of them were
A
fire.
bunch of people down there to the right.
Let me clear my throat.
See that? All that red right there?
Forza!
This is
Forza! Forza! Like, best. And you know, the fucked up part is the fact that like when Forza 1 came out, I actually thought Gran Turismo was still good. But it's like when Forza 2 came out, it got better. And then Gran Turismo came out and it didn't.
big body.
And then Forza 3 came out and it was better. And then Gran Turismo was like, yeah, we ain't even here yet. I was like, oh. It was so bad. Yeah, worse.
Or is it a group? It might be a group.
I think it's
not gonna argue that for
The worst part when you think about it is like the best Gran Turismo was a PlayStation 2,
You might want to wait then.
which was Gran Turismo 3. Remember the only other option was what was it, Project Cars, which was an Xbox exclusive at first.
And then you had the Ridge Racer joint. Remember that?
Oh god. No, Scoop was talking about his, it's the only thing that's still like,
I told you.
for anybody watching, it is the only thing that's still disappointing to this day about,
always buy an Xbox as long as Forza.
yes, but see, the problem is this, right? The problem is this. By the time I got to the point that it was like, oh, there's a Forza I want, I had got my PC good enough to have it on PC, and so it no longer became an issue, especially now that they're like, oh, you can play with Xbox players and PC players with Forza. It was like, you like Microsoft has done everything they could in their book to make sure I didn't buy
All I need
an
is
Xbox
Windows
One.
10. That's it. As long as I get Windows 10, I'm good.
Alright, so
That's all-
we're gonna move to the next topic.
All I need is Windows 10.
What do you...
You know, it's funny, I just deleted that shit off my computer. I didn't realize that I was going through my...
What's y'all's predictions as far as the next gen stuff?
Yeah, so next year, 2020, I'm gonna start by saying this. 2020 is gonna be fucking.
It's gonna be the same thing as the
Like,
last
that
time
shit's
around.
gonna be
It's gonna be the same thing, in my opinion, it's gonna be the same thing as last time around. Cause
So check this out, right? Let's
I
just
think
quick walk.
Sony's gonna snowball everybody until about 2 years in. Nintendo's gonna release a console, and that shit's gonna be. They're not gonna even release Super Smash Bros. So it's gonna be like kind of iffy, like Wii U was. You know what I'm saying? Because they take way too
As far
long.
as I'm concerned, they can just
I
make
think
it
Microsoft's
Switch.
exclusives aren't gonna be that good.
Make a new Switch?
Yep.
You know,
Give me another Switch. I'm
Microsoft's
great.
gonna be like,
You know what I think the biggest feature?
here's Gears 18.
I think the biggest feature with
Here's-
5G coming into play, I think the biggest feature is going to be the PlayStation is going to come with an optional additional PlayStation Plus service where it can sustain its own wireless connection.
Okay.
Basically, you
What
plug
would
that
be-
joint in and it has 5G on this console. Off of it.
I don't think they'll do that because they've always been behind wireless technology.
You like
These
you know,
niggas can't even do
VCR and your
fucking-
DVR.
These
Well,
niggas ain't even doing G. They're still on N. These niggas still using N grade. They ain't even at G yet. You think they gonna go and we're gonna leave N and skip all the G's to 5? Useless. That ain't happening, bro.
Watch.
They still have to keep their
You
console
better buy
prices
some
down.
PlayStation stock today.
They
It's like,
want
I'm
to
telling
keep the console down. There's no way.
No, I think it would be an optional service. Like, I think you can buy it. Like,
You know what it will be? It will be a proprietary technology that you can buy and add to the console.
Nah, I think it's.
Nah,
I think
I
they're gonna
think
sell
you're
two
on
different
crack.
types of systems. That shit, I'm trying to tell you. Watch.
There's a $1,000 PlayStation in there. This shit's gonna have to. This shit gonna be.
It's gonna cost you $1,000 either way. The technology you're gonna have to buy to add to it, it's gonna be the same.
Nigga, how do they even support 5G wireless? Actually,
you
never
don't
mind.
understand? It's by June of 2020, we're all gonna
Never
have
mind.
5G.
It does. Sean added something in there, so it is possible.
So next year, right? You got
PlayStation
you
5.
got right. You got Last of
They
Us
ain't even
2.
talking about it.
You got Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That's
You got you got the new Watch Dogs, Legion. You got Cyberpunk
That's
2077.
I need that game.
I think it's March. Cyberpunk 2077. That's all. That's just the first half of the year. That's not everything.
But you see what I'm talking about, bro?
And
About
then
how the system is not dead.
what's this?
This system is not going to be dead when PlayStation 5
Of
drops.
course. I mean,
It's not gonna die. It's not gonna die for years. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I invest the money,
You didn't fucking die until like these consoles was out. PlayStation 4 dropped before PlayStation 2 died.
Yeah,
So
dude.
Literally.
So the
One of the
second,
last games
the
made for
second half of
PlayStation
the
2 was
year,
only like 3
the
years.
second half of the
3 years ago.
year is PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Keep in mind that Scarlet is just a code name. Obviously, we don't know what the actual real name is going to be just yet.
It's gonna be something stupid.
Both of these are
gonna be
releasing
something
next
stupid.
fall.
It's gonna be something stupid. Let's agree with that.
Shit. Hey, you see where that nigga was running? Hey, he ran around that corner with confidence. And then got blown away. So yeah, so it's gonna be holiday. It's gonna be holiday 2020.
On the way back from Revenge.
Holiday 2020.
Drink.
Which one? I'm gonna ask y'all this first. Which one do you think is gonna come out first? Holiday 2020. PlayStation gonna come out first?
Like,
What month?
PlayStation's gonna come out
So we figured September,
November
October,
15th?
November, December.
November 15th.
15? Okay.
And Xbox is gonna come out like
Here he comes, look.
it's gonna come out like around the same time.
Not just wait from the land.
Like
Now, when you say same time, you talking same month or
I'm talking
week after?
same week.
Their biggest advantage is when you don't know they're there. If they
That
drop
would
in,
be-
they're like 2 shots before they die.
Long shot. What about you?
That's same week. That's kind of bold. That's a bold prediction right
The
there.
reason I'm saying bold is because the reason I went with that is because we already
You
know
want to
that
get
like
them out by Black Friday.
it's a complete disadvantage to release your Jones at a different time than someone else. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
they
'Cause,
did that
like,
with this generation.
they did, and PlayStation had a snipe. What was it? PlayStation that came out first?
Yeah, PlayStation came out first.
And they, even though it was only a month, those people who wanted a console before Christmas bought a PlayStation to guarantee
Yeah,
it.
but see, the thing that also hurt Microsoft was
Yeah.
the press conference before then.
Yes, the conference hurt a lot.
That's
Yes, it
yeah.
yeah.
Larry,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
about you? Which one you see coming out first in holiday 2020?
Okay. 2 generations ago, Xbox came out first. This past generation is PlayStation. I think
You
it's
think they'll swap again? That
Yeah,
was my first
pretty
thought
much.
that they would swap, but I was like,
What month do you see the Xbox coming out?
Xbox mid-October.
Oh!
And then what about PlayStation?
Where's my marker?
Early November.
Non-existent.
Okay.
it didn't matter.
Switching to you.
Yeah, no, can't get revenge on them.
I think you only get a marker to get revenge on
Which
a
console do you
human
see
player.
coming out
You can't
first?
get revenge on a
Holiday 2020.
If PlayStation is smart, they'll come out first. But
That's
I think that Microsoft will probably try to get the head start this time.
What month?
Hold up, they got the head start last gen,
No,
didn't
that
they?
PlayStation.
Nah, PlayStation did.
They've swapped. So 360
I call it
came out
end of-
first
end of summer.
in that generation, and then
Like July, August, because that's gonna give people time for people who have the money to just get it ASAP. Gonna get it around August.
you're talking
And then
like
but
summer.
it's still early enough for people to plan for Black Friday. I think they're gonna have two. I think they're gonna
That makes
have.
sense.
I think they're gonna have 2 waves.
Yeah,
They're
that
gonna
makes
have their initial wave of like maybe some type of limited edition, maybe not.
Day one.
But they're only gonna make like so many hundred, and then they're gonna sell out, create demand for the
Make it
re-release.
exclusive.
Yeah.
which
It'll
they probably
create demand
already
for-
have.
Now, which one do you see coming out first?
Is that first?
Right. No, didn't say either one. I would just have my vote on.
So you're just predicting that Xbox is gonna release in the summer, and that's it.
I didn't say
No,
anybody
you didn't
else.
say either one.
Oh,
I was just saying whatever they do.
you ambiguous motherfucker.
I would probably say.
Why you out here
I'd probably
saying like
say
motherfucker king and shit? Yeah, baby, you're saying.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm not gonna further. He's like, yeah, you cats is fat, but I take a 4 couches. My pockets is on the middle.
He's like, this is what money look like. This is what it smell like. He's like, snip the screen, fellas.
He's like, that moment you can sit on the couch by your motherfucking self and ain't nobody say nothing to you. That moment you be AKA this generation man spreading, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you.
Let me ask you this.
There he is.
Do you are you gonna be just going PlayStation again?
Yeah, I'm not. There's no reason for me to buy it.
Nigga Trey like.
Oh, sir,
Trey
I gotta ask,
kept
sir.
that same energy since I've known this.
I gotta ask, why do you
why
feel that way, sir?
What the fuck is that?
Why do you feel that way, sir?
It's just like Nikes. I wear nothing but Nikes, right? I'm not gonna just because something hot comes out.
Oh!
Adidas.
Got my
For
neck.
instance, the Yeezys. I'm not going to buy Yeezys because they're Yeezys. If
Trash.
I buy a shoe, it's because I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You believe
Now,
in the brand.
PlayStation came out and was like, yo, our system's going to be $800 versus Xbox is going to be $800. And there's no added benefit, just the simple fact that it just costs more, then that would make me want to switch.
Yeah, that would make anybody switch.
Yeah.
That's just common sense.
Yeah, but if it's
That's
like,
not common.
if both systems are giving me the exact same thing, give or take a few games.
Yeah, but that's what sells the console. There are no Xbox exclusives that kind of enter, it'll make you want to go over to their side.
Seven.
No, fake.
I will say, I don't know how you're gonna answer this, but
Yo, what if
the
he-
one game,
What if a nigga got your
the
neck
one
and said
game,
clone out
listen,
and
let me
stop?
tell you, hold on, real quick.
You're
The one game that I've been trying to tell this nigga, the one game that I've been trying to tell this nigga that he should play, just one of these fucking days, like this nigga just needs to play.
Damn, boy.
What's one game?
That was tough.
Yeah, but do you play racing games?
I do, but
That's why.
That was tough.
that's probably the one game that I
Probably get your
would.
car in that game and modify it,
You
load
can't,
it
they
up,
can't,
drop
you
it
can't.
low.
That's why
Drag
I'm
race,
telling you, you know I've said this to you, like, literally, I'm like, bruh, like, this is
not shooting
like,
that it was right there when you
you
landed.
can't be,
Oh, is it why?
it's like, it's
That
all,
why?
this is why, like, it's crazy. Like,
That's the thing though. I can't see myself buying.
What do you hit randomly and end up hitting the guy? Half the
yeah,
time?
hey, if you're gonna say, like, you wouldn't buy a game, I get it, I understand that. But it's just like, damn.
That sucks, man. Cause I definitely bought a console for one fucking game, bro. I definitely bought a
did.
PlayStation 4 just for Destiny.
I mean,
I bought the Xbox literally.
I will say, for you, but at this point, for you, I will say, whenever you do decide to build that laptop or computer, as long as you got Windows 10, as long as you got Windows 10, you get Forza. That's be your answer right there. I'm telling you, I already know. Once you play that shit, you'll be on it.
What if I like landed on top of that jump?
He slides through the wing of the ship, kills all of them, slides out in the game. The game just fucking, the legend swaps.
You'll be playing that shit like that.
That won't be hot.
Good sir, which one are you trying to buy first?
It depends on which one comes out first, but to
I
be
ain't gonna
honest,
lie.
we'll probably be PlayStation.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of on the trigger tray movement, to be honest with you, because after I stopped playing KI, I stopped turning my Xbox on altogether.
It doesn't help that your Xbox has so many fucking issues. It's wild. Okay, remember I went over there one time and the John was like, first of all, it was like loud as fuck. Then there was another time I went over there where like the menu was beeping and
At
shit.
this point, PlayStation loud as fuck.
How about the fact that when you walk by, that shit signs into me? The fuck is that about? Why do you still
Right,
think
and
this light-skinned nigga versus dark-skinned black fat guy are the same people?
Oh, so hold on, I got a question. This is a good question.
Go ahead.
I want to ask, what would you? Okay, so if you're working for Xbox or PlayStation, doesn't matter which one.
Mhm.
What incentives would you throw in the mix to make people for next gen to bring them over to switch sides?
Last.
I got you. Outside of
Sit.
exclusives,
What you need.
because exclusives
Outside of
are what sells consoles, let's be honest.
I'm ready for this. I am so ready for this. I am insanely ready for this. Are we ready?
Hey, my nigga, our party chat system is way better. That's me. Hey, I'm not stopping at that, nigga.
Oh,
Shit.
Well, you gotta start with your best
The
product.
reason,
You already lost me. I didn't walk out the door.
Hold on. I think first of all,
said I already walked out.
First of all, I think you're underestimating how valuable party chat is. Cause like when they launched and PlayStation was working and Xbox wasn't, I'm pretty sure every nigga who bought an Xbox was feeling that hurt. Like, why didn't you work like this?
Well,
Fuck you mean
see,
you gotta play the same game?
I will
twice?
say though,
But as far as best feature,
now though,
Um,
because of the third party setups,
Trey, I
know.
got you.
I
I
don't
got
know
you.
if that's
Scoop knows. I got you. I'm gonna make sure my shit is backless compatible.
oh, they both are. They've already.
No, yeah, but we don't know to the extent of what. It's gonna be like PlayStation.
For PlayStation, it's going to be
2 or
PlayStation
it's gonna
4.
be like-
For PlayStation 4, for Xbox, it's possible for Xbox. They both are.
They confirmed it, but it's like Xbox has always been back. But to what extent? It's never been ever. It's always been like two games.
Xbox One, Xbox 360. Anything that you play on Xbox 360, you play on Xbox One right now, you'll be able to play.
I'm gonna kill you. I don't care if it kills me.
PlayStation 4.
Back out!
Somebody's shooting us while we punch each other.
Get him.
As far as PlayStation goes, they've already said that PlayStation 4
And you can use the grapple on that.
Oh shit! By the way, the reason why I'm saying backwards compatibility is because if you have a library as big as like mine or yours, they don't count. You want your shit to cross over, especially when like most of my games are digital now. And so in my mind, I'm like, yo, look, man, we don't have to talk about disc.
It don't even matter if it's there or not.
I don't have a physical disc. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck way anyway.
Another feature is what he said earlier. That actually is a very interesting feature. I think it's unrealistic for him to think that shit, which is 5G. Like having my PlayStation be like, yo, I can be anywhere in my house, and the speed is so good that I don't have to worry about having that lock.
You can't sell me my own idea. Sorry, sir. You can't sell me my own idea, sir. Sorry.
I think he's coasting.
I've already walked out on you. I need a different salesman.
Okay. One last second, Sargo. One last feature, okay? I'm gonna put my fucking a badge device on the back, so this lonely fuck can fuck the console. There you go. You said good about that. He said a badge on the back. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta grab the console and go for it. All them lonely gamers, yo. You think about it, right? You know, all them lonely gamers.
All right, let's skip over you. You've been fired and hired and refired again. And you got a lawsuit against you for stealing ideas.
The lawsuit, the PlayStation just became X-rated.
I said it. I kind of said it.
So we got a 21 and up version.
Right.
I kind of said it as a joke, but to be honest, I was actually being dead serious. It's exclusives. Exclusives is always.
I didn't want to say that because we already knew that, though.
That's
don't about me and you. I don't know about this guy. Don't about me and you. He just happened to be on that train. He was on the right train. He didn't know it. He doesn't understand what happens when you're on the right train. Let's go about those comfy couches. What is this train?
That's it. That's what sells consoles.
Okay, so let's
it's what game I can get on your shit that I can't get on the other.
Okay, so being that everyone has different takes, me being a part of that, what game are you gonna
I'm trying to give you all of them.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All of them. Like, you don't get what I'm saying. Like, all the exclusives on PlayStation aren't the same genre. There are a multitude of genres. That means that there's going to be a game in there most likely for you. Right? You like Sekiro, that shit was fire, right? Come play Bloodborne 2 over here. Exclusively on PlayStation. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like for real.
Okay, let me...
Oh, wait, no. Before you say anything, the only reason I didn't say anything about exclusives is because honestly, me and him already understand it. Exclusives are the only thing that sells a console. Everything else is icing on the cake. You already got the cake.
It's always about what game I play with my shit.
So if your CEO walks in the building,
competition can't play.
Hold on. So if your CEO walks in the building, he goes, first thing he says is, "Hey guys, we have exclusives. What else you got? You gonna sell me exclusives?"
That's
again?
it. That's it. That's what
It's
it is.
video games.
When it comes to gaming and gaming being the main thing that you do, that's what they're trying to sell.
Look at that. Look at the E3 that they referenced earlier.
What'd you say, long shot?
Look at the E3 that y'all referenced earlier. Microsoft tried to sell the Xbox One.
They tried to sell a bunch of
features, hardware.
Right.
On features and hardware, no one gave
don't wave your fucking hand. Okay, boy.
It's getting spicy in here.
We already
It's getting spicy. I love it. It's getting spicy. Somebody crack them views up, baby. It's getting spicy in here.
We already went through this.
Shit.
Xbox tried to do that already.
They're like, oh, it's a podcast.
And it failed.
They tried to do that and it failed.
I got 6 more
It's a podcast. It's getting spicy in here. Let's get the gloves on. Let's get real in here. I love it.
All right,
Just saying.
let me let Kenny go first. So Kenny, what? All right, so
Spicy in the mother.
So you saying what you said?
Me and him are pretty much saying the same
really
thing.
jokes.
So
I'm just being funny.
you basically saying what we've been doing for 10 years, been working. We're just gonna keep it on that.
That's it.
All right,
You can put a rap on the controller and turn the vibrating features on for girls. She like, hey, shoot that guy. Oh shit. Shoot him some
I'm
more.
standing
He dead
over
though.
here, just
Keep
shooting.
shooting.
Continuously.
That haptic
Now
feedback.
pulse. Use a pulse rifle.
What's the difference between shooting a VR and an
Actually, hold on. Wait.
Think of a devotion.
Wait.
Discord and integration.
Right, exactly. Day one. Before you go, long shot.
That's
Long
all.
shot. What was
Yeah,
the reason
yeah.
you had a
Damn.
360? Yeah, you had a 360 last generation, right?
Yeah.
What was the reason that you switched and bought a PlayStation for this generation? Because you don't have an Xbox One, right?
No, I do not.
Okay, so what was your reason for
I
switching?
went through two 360s.
Oh, okay. So
A working console.
Okay.
That's the best
Yeah,
feature.
pretty much.
That's fine.
A working
I will argue that.
console. That's why I brought the PlayStation.
Okay.
But I'll say this right now. The reason why I went through two PlayStation 2s is because I went
Are you talking about the
through two
PlayStation 2?
Xbox
Okay.
3.
Anybody over there to the right?
What's up?
No, I got you. Go ahead. Talk.
Okay, I went through two Xbox 360s because the systems were already faulty.
Right.
So I'm just like, I basically
You tried to hit the
That's
move.
my kill too. I hit him first.
Hey, your body all up.
Say that last part again.
I
Long
lost
shot.
trust in Microsoft and went to Sony.
Hey, Trey. So you heard what he said,
No,
right?
what he say? What he say?
So his reason why he switched to PlayStation this generation instead of Microsoft because reliability. He had two 360. He said they both failed. So this generation he decided to go PlayStation. So
I've gone through
so
three
for his
Xbox
stability.
360s
But that's
myself.
not a typical out of 10 purchasers.
Well, with 360 it kind of was. 'cause
No,
of Red Ring.
actually half the
But
people who
I
own
did hear that a lot actually. Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
Red Ring,
so
no, it is here and there.
Well, yeah, I know. It is.
Clayton
It is.
Thomas.
Right. No, it is. I'm just saying. We talking more so features, so I'll just get away from that.
No, the funny thing is, so the YouTube guy will be watching Clayton Thomas. When he'll say something and the girl will be like, yeah, you the other day. He'll be like, that's neither here nor there. And his girl will be like, no, that's here and there. Because it has something to do with it.
Oh,
the
shit.
failure of the 360 has everything to do with this conversation because it means that they've already killed their foot as far as in reliability. And the reason I feel like, the way I'm saying is because, like, it failed at such a high rate.
Yeah, it was power supply for that.
It failed at such an extremely high rate. It was burning people's houses down.
Granted,
The 360
Original-
burned. The fucking
original
power supply would fail and
original
catch on
Xbox.
fire.
Remember, I've had mine since day one.
And remember the consoles
This is
never
only
cut
the first
off,
time I've had
so the
Switch.
chances of it happening.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same day. It's me, you, and Corey.
What?
Yeah, we got the Xbox. So what was your...
So how you? Okay, I have had PlayStation. How you sell them? Right.
No,
I'm just saying. Okay,
Don't change
I
your
got
question.
I got an Xbox, and you trying to switch me to PlayStation. How are you in PlayStation 5? How are you selling?
Oh, how would I sell it if you had an Xbox
That's,
One?
it's gonna say the same thing we fucking said.
Well, that's what we waiting to hear. What's your
Okay, let's hear it.
How are you selling it?
What's your sell?
How are you gonna sell it to them? Without exclusives.
Without exclusives.
Right? I'm kidding. No, say your opinion. Whether it's exclusives, it doesn't matter. Say your opinion.
now I'm leaving.
He's like, I'm walking out this door.
Walking out the store.
You getting more snacks in
He's
there.
like,
Right. Like, I don't
I
really,
was saying, can it
honestly,
be easy for
I
you?
really don't need, well, without exclusives, I don't really need to sell.
No, you're with exclusives.
Here's the thing, without, I can even do it without. So if you look at Sony, or you look at Microsoft and you look at Sony, right? The very first thing I'm going to tell you is, if I was really trying to sell somebody to switch them from one to the other, is I'd be like, look, you look at moves that Microsoft has pulled this generation out the gate when they brought this generation systems, It's a lot of janky stuff that happened
You're
from
selling
the
on the
beginning.
failure of Xbox
Exactly.
versus the success of PlayStation.
Exactly. Then if you look at all of the, then we'll jump.
Especially a good selling
Right.
point.
We'll jump to the
Hey,
exclusives.
these niggas is trash.
We'll jump to the We'll jump to the exclusives and say, look, even at E3, they put out all of these hype looking things. They canceled all of them. Only a few of them came out.
Scalebound. Fable game that was gonna make us gone.
Remember, they only just recently bought some more first-party developers. That was literally, they just did that at the end of last year. So, okay, that's 2 for 2. I'll give them that. It's 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Anything else?
And then past that, realistically, is you know, reliability, right? So like, I've already had to take my Xbox apart 2 times.
I'm getting a new power supply.
You're getting a new power supply, right? My man's getting a new power supply.
The issues I'm going through.
Right, the issues this dude, like, yo,
I was kidding. I'm going through no issues
I
with
know.
the PlayStation all day, every day.
Like, looking like.
Doing fine. The best I did was clean.
Well,
the
technically, you're
dust
disc
out.
trade. You're disc trade.
Yeah,
I was saying.
that was like
That kind of.
It's one thing when it's a user error. It's another thing when your console just
One of the kids threw milk on it.
You didn't spill water on your fucking power supply.
Right.
The power supply was just like
That shit just straight died.
Yeah, I know what really happened. The power supply was breathing all that motherfucking dust and was like,
Oh, it's clean now. That shit clean now, man.
eat like it's clean
I ain't
in the
gonna
trash.
Yeah,
I think when I tell you my answers,
We're gonna be
you'll
thrown for a
understand
loop.
my question a little bit.
Okay.
So
Give us your answer, sir.
one is the one you tried to steal from me and you got fired for. I would like if I'm selling. Well, I'm not just talking about current features. I'm talking about as in like if look.
Now he on his CEO shit now. Anytime he gonna stunt in front of niggas. He's
Like,
like,
hey,
let me give you a
hey.
little CEO talk.
He's like, hey.
CEO. Stay on the stand.
My shit got advertising built into it from the time we opened the console.
Go
But
ahead.
so in all seriousness, I think that offering a system that would be that would have maybe not 5G, but at least 3G or 4G, where you can literally, I would say at least 4G, compete with, like, 'cause you know you can run hotspot off your, so you wouldn't really, you would expect people to have it already. Right. So this would be more or less, from an advertising standpoint, I think that, I would probably advertise it as,
Kitty's like,
let's say you're going on trips, right? In the car, like 3-4 hour trips. You can now bring your PlayStation with you in the whip and not have to worry about.
You're trying to get on your Switch type.
you're talking about Switch.
But I'm saying, like, imagine being able to, you know what I'm saying? And
You're
then
talking about PSP.
Second screen.
kind of going along with that. It's funny that you just said that. The fact that PlayStation has a second screen app.
It does, but it's a little janky.
I would adapt that
Doesn't
to
quite
where
work.
the PlayStation can send video feed directly to
That would be fire.
But
your phone.
that
so
would be
that
fire.
You
But
can be in the.
That would be fire.
You can be in the car or wherever.
No. There's a feature he has to add that he's probably not thinking about.
But
You
then
gotta add
Hold
something.
it. Let him finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Continue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just laughing at his reaction.
Nah, go ahead.
He's like, yeah, nigga.
So you can send the signal. Boom. I have my system, but I have no TV. So I have the option of literally, I can send the video signal to my phone, have the controller in my hand, play on my phone. With my 4G signal that's already built into the system, that's optional. You pay more for, right?
That's quite a big fucking diss. So are you talking about using the PlayStation?
Well, we're talking about.
Are you saying that the PlayStation would be able to, like, it'd be like a cell phone? Like, you would send it through cell phone signal?
Come and get you something.
So that's.
Oh!
That's
There was
fake.
another one!
That's fake. As
He was like,
shit.
yeah, I got him, and
How
nothing
many
came
times
out.
did we get blasted in that same scenario? That's stupid. Anyway, so that's like that's basically my first feature, right? And I would take this idea to Sony or to Microsoft, highest bidder wins, you know, whatever. Like, boom, this is what you want to do. This is how you want to do it. This is how I would make somebody switch, right? Now, getting more into like simple ideas, I would go with.
I'm doing better than the Switch.
I would go with.
You can take your existing phone and turn it into the screen you need it and then play it.
Yeah, it's the
Is
second
that it
screen.
for that feature?
I think
Is that for that feature?
You can game anywhere.
So the thing I was gonna say was,
And imagine like you sell the system with a fucking PlayStation back end. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like the PlayStation's in the back end joint with its own fucking chargeable. Like something you would sell separate. The backpack and it. Dude, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
I hope that nigga ain't watching the stream.
Nah, it's man, he always bothers me. I don't never sell the fucking job. He always. Anyway.
Always one of those.
Yeah.
What's
You
up?
come
What's
parlay
up?
with you, y'all. Talk a bunch of stuff, yo. Talk about what I might do, but never do.
No, he's not a customer though. He's like a contractor type dude. Where he'll run this through me and get paid when the job's finished. But
he's asking for advice.
no, he's trying to ask me a price on a job so that he can sell it and make money off of it. It's hustling, basically. But he never, very rarely comes in. But
Yeah, his own business.
so,
Trey like, you trash him.
nah. But so
Go through the chest.
So going to more like from an advertising standpoint, what I would do is I would tell you exactly how you do it. If I want somebody to switch from Xbox to PlayStation, number one, your entire first year of online access, play gameplay for free. Like free.
They've done it before.
No, PlayStation used to be free, period. PlayStation 3.
No, like PlayStation Plus. There was a point in time where it was free for a little while. I don't remember why.
Nah, the most they've ever done is like they'll make do it for like a free weekend or something.
Never mind.
Like a whole
No,
week.
I remember what it was.
He's talking like whole
You did get it for a year when if you had a PlayStation 3 when they had that outage.
Oh
When they gave it
yeah,
for
yeah.
free. I just remember having it
Yeah.
for a year and I don't remember why.
Yeah.
That was actually what sold me on paying for PlayStation Plus with 4. It was because I actually did like it.
If you really want to go gangster, you just your PlayStation, like some PlayStation. I would just maybe convert the whole thing to free again, period. So your basic access to play games online with everything that's out there, right?
Where'd he go? Did he get in?
Then they take the PlayStation Plus. Now apparently is you pay for the online service. You give it to you for free, but you have to take the PlayStation Plus and say, all right.
But with the premium version, you get the free games like you do every month. You get shit like that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
but we'll
You're talking about separating the playing online portion from everything else.
Right.
So in a sense of like,
So then it's not a feature. You just want to make sure that that online feature is like.
well, I'm
Let's
not just
go
talking about
bring it
this.
back to-
I'm saying the whole
Yeah.
object of this conversation is I'm trying to make you go from an Xbox user to a PlayStation or vice versa.
Yeah,
What do you
because
do
Xbox has
that?
always been paid to be online.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. Yeah.
They have literally never done it outside of that, including like their Xbox. Like the original Xbox, you had to pay to be online.
Yeah.
So I would do everybody who has a PlayStation gets free online access. Now the PlayStation
You
Plus.
did just slight all of your PlayStation 4 customers though.
Hmm?
I said you did just slight all your PlayStation.
What is
4
his
customers.
incentive to now? Get
Because
the
they're
next-
gonna be like,
and
"Fuck,
get-
man, I want a whole.
Well, they've been
console
paying
generation
for it for all that
paying
time.
Paying for this
But
shit.
you also got it freemium for PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I see what he's saying, but I also see what you're saying. Basically,
Kind of
some
even out in that sense.
yeah, it could potentially even out. However, there probably will be some people
But here's the other
that
thing,
might
too.
be slightly disgruntled,
This-
like, yo, I got.
This also encourages PS4 players or to now get the PS5. Like shit, I might as well. I
Keep
got
going with it.
No, I might as well
Or that
trade in my
PS4.
PS4 and get this 5 now
Right.
because there's incentives now for people who are already on that side. See what I'm saying? So you can do that, and then of course going along with.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, man. At the end of the day, the only thing that will ever matter to any gamer who games is games. All the other things are icing on a cake. They're fucking sprinkles on a cupcake.
No, I mean, what he's saying.
They're
is-
great
is-
to have,
It's bad.
and they can. If you're like, I like both consoles, and you need that slight push, those are the guys you just got. But those guys who like 360 and Xbox One, they're buying the next Xbox. Oh, y'all got free? Okay.
3 words. Win.
Stand over here.
There it is.
You know them guys who
Yeah, I mean,
like the
there's-
PlayStations?
there's
you're,
always-
you're
Yeah,
not,
I mean, there's
you're not
al-
gonna be
yeah.
able to sell yourself
Yeah, there's
something like, you know, if
there's
like you
always
was talking about
going to
Xbox.
be loyalists with each
every console.
That's what this conversation is about. How do we get them?
You don't.
But see, that's the thing. And I think that's the thing what he's saying.
It's
like,
really hard to get those cats because
like,
they're not even loyal.
It's not impossible, but
hold on, look at this. Hold on, wait, no. Listen, you're right. It's not possible. It's not possible.
I
Check this
can
out.
tell you how you convert
Here,
some.
wait, check this
Not
out.
all of them, but a good amount of them. There's 2 games.
Think about how terrible.
Porn apps. Put porn apps on your system. You'll be able to
And it comes with a side of chlamydia.
He already said put a badge on the
Yeah,
badge.
put a little pocket pussy on the back.
Think about. Come to find out that feature's actually. Think to find out that feature's like beautiful. He's like,
bro, what is going on today?
With the PlayStation controls haptic feedback, he was able to get a new sensation.
Are you playing with PlayStation?
Hey, look, this how they This how you do it. You're gonna go. Look, that nigga Mark Cerny gonna walk out. He's like, we decided to announce the PlayStation. That every console that launches in November will also come with a set of flashlights. Now we have lubricated flashlights and we have non-lubricated.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not how you start.
Make sure to wash your flashlight once a day.
Okay, we came out with a new.
Larry's like, sign me up.
We came.
I was
They're
thinking
like,
about,
hey, you know how our
buy
new
PlayStation
controller
5, get Bang Bros subscription for a year
separate
for
parts of the
free.
controller.
Right.
We came out with an extra apparatus that you attach to the bottom of the controller. You have a second controller,
Hey, son.
and you attach it to the other side. It just so will happen to vibrate.
Hey,
You
son.
can get a
Shop
base one. You can get a
Son, they gonna get everybody. They gonna give everybody a flashlight to console and one free year subscription to Bang Bros.
Oh my god.
Do you want it to vibrate towards the base of your status, or do you want it to
As soon
vibrate
as they
towards
announce
the
that,
He's like,
as soon
I'ma
as they
head out.
announce that, I'm gonna go and spend $10,000 in all white PlayStations.
He's like, I'ma head out. Oh, shit. Larry gonna buy that joint, son. Larry gonna be like, yeah. He's like, y'all get y'all station
Trey.
He's like,
I'm about to buy the system with a quick code on.
I think your idea.
He's like, did you get the cream milk
You know
cake?
the worst part is, you know the worst part about all this is, I think it would somehow sell better than having 3 PlayStation.
It would just be the worst stereotype ever.
I think
like,
I think your
got
idea
new
is great.
PS5s.
I think
we
it
only got
does.
black though.
I think it does give incentives for people who are on the fence. I don't think it's quite enough to get those people who are like loyalists, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really feel like you can really the only real way to allow like, here's a feature I thought of while you guys were talking that I think would be fire, and it would be enough to make a nigga want to jump from a Xbox family to a PlayStation family. Since these cats don't make consoles anymore, I'm gonna build an emulator in my PlayStation 5 that allows you to play save games from Sega Genesis all the way to Dreamcast. And then I'm gonna look at Nintendo.
He got caught sleeping.
Kate, did you hear that feature?
The whole time, that was a lifeline.
It was Sega games, because you can't really get Sega games unless you go play the Sega console. Since they don't make games anymore, I don't think it would be hard for Xbox or Sony to be like, hey, let us emulate some of your games.
Remix.
I'm just think about the games that are on Sega. Just think about being able to play Sonic, OG Sonic.
Nah, if that's the case,
play Power Stuff.
PlayStation 5,
ready to rumble
every
with that?
PlayStation made game is backward compatible.
Want to say long shot?
I was about to say PlayStation 5, every game under the PlayStation banner is backward compatible. From 1 to 4.
I'll be honest with you. Larry. That, if I was like an Xbox 360 loyalist and you told me that PlayStation was going to be backward compatible
good
for
point.
every console, I'd be gone. I would be on PlayStation.
I was just thinking of a way to sell consoles.
You know why?
I wasn't thinking about converting.
Because one of the greatest consoles still to this day is PlayStation 2.
Absolutely.
You think about playing all the PlayStation 2 games and 1, and then you get 3, which wasn't that great, but it's
Gamers these days.
Nah, I think that's only thing with one player.
Always excited to play old shit that they've already played.
You a nostalgia horse? Hello. You've been the most nostalgic person in
always
here.
be like, oh, y'all play that.
This man be out here like GTA 3 the greatest game ever.
It is. One of the greatest.
Greatest. And I be out here like,
That's fine.
On top of it,
Still doesn't negate the fact of how good GTA 3 was.
My hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother. Exactly. Oh!
Don't you remember Coco?
I do.
You remember Coco?
I do.
Kenny, do you remember Coco from Vice City? Coco from Vice City?
Yeah.
You remember the first time you rode a bike? You remember the first time you jumped off that bike?
I think that's the only GTA. Yeah.
And wasn't that the first one you could swim, right?
Back to back.
Wasn't that the first one you could swim?
No,
Vice City.
No, it was San Andreas.
Oh, San Andreas.
I mean, you still drown like shit, but you could definitely throw your car into the water by driving it. Jumping off the mission the last second. You didn't even take the mission.
You know what? Speaking of that, real quick, since we brought up GTA, just to kind of have like quick fun.
Maybe Mike asked
GTA 6. What do you think the location?
Or why?
They're probably gonna bring it back to fucking New York again.
Hey, I just thought of another feature that should bring you over to a PlayStation 5.
That should be it.
San
The
Fierro.
very first one was in London, I think.
Trey.
Yeah, it was.
I know what bring you over to a PlayStation 5 if you was an Xbox guy. I'm gonna bring one game over. I'm gonna fly the whole world over there. I'll be like, hey, over here at the PlayStation family, we have a test drive unlimited. So, come fuck with your boy. And we got a new location.
Oh my god.
And wait. And we got a new location. Cousin, your head saying no, but when
I don't need now. All I need.
Hold on. Listen, cousin.
That game.
We have a new location outside Hawaii. We decided there was another island that could have that fun. We decided we was gonna add Japan.
Now that would
Test drive unlimited. Come get it with your boy. Come get it.
Oh my god.
Look, he don't know what to do.
I don't even want to think about that.
Come get it. He was like, a remake wouldn't be like that. He's like, Kenny had over there Captain Knuckles. He's like, nah, I couldn't do it. Test Japan.
Japan and Hawaii. Japan and Hawaii with the level of modification with all the cars plus motorcycles. Oh my god.
Now here's this.
Oh,
Here's the
And you can buy and you
Imagine
get the double steering wheel on the right side.
I'm buying.
You said what?
I'm buying.
I literally just bought a system for it.
I'm buying. I don't care. I'll do it.
What you talking about?
The test drive unlimited. He's
I
like, what if
said-
Microsoft bought it? I was like, I'm buying an Xbox thing.
I'm buying.
Yeah.
I'm buying.
Yeah, I get this goes both ways.
They join like 25 players online, something like that. Just get busy.
No, but
Everybody.
the network structure that these consoles will have, you'll be able to do like 100 people.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just
You
throwing
don't
shit
need
out there.
that many,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
Well,
Hey, and you have the ability to still buy your houses, all that shit. Still go to the dealership. Hey, imagine the setup. Imagine the setup where you could have it to where you could go to the dealership also with your other people going online with you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas is all like 8 deep sitting in a Ferrari dealership. Like, alright, which Ferrari is we gonna buy? You know what I'm saying? That's
Imagine if you could get into this year, you could slide your name somewhere.
You can sound a lot of answer, right?
oh my god. Oh my god. That shit. That thing, whatever. Doesn't matter the platform. Doesn't matter the price.
Get his man.
Buying.
Oh!
Buying it for show.
My man did the triple backflip swan dive there.
Show for show.
You see?
Long shot.
What's good?
You got anything you want to add on to this joint?
What?
Oh,
He turned around and
Yes.
oh my god.
They turned around and body you.
What?
I was thinking San Fierro for GTA 6, but I figured like that'd be too similar to I was thinking San Fierro, but it'd be just too similar to Los Santos as far as going out to the desert. Unless they do, just connect. Unless they do San Fierro in Blaine County, instead of just doing like another completely different thing, just connect it back to Los Santos or connect it back to Providence somewhere.
DC's
It
actually.
wouldn't be just DC. It would be like DC. But it wouldn't be like.
I mean, I'll
Sonic
be down
Area
for it,
wouldn't
but
be
I don't think-
releasy. You know,
DC and Redneck, Maryland,
the
that's what it
Beltway,
would
and then
be.
it would be like some other shit. I'm thinking about popular locations, regardless of how people feel. DC's a really popular location.
I think in the sense of like
I know, that's why
how
I'm like,
broad the map
actually, it's a good
was
idea.
in San Andreas, I don't think it's a.
Man, think of the story if they did it in DC.
Yeah, but it had so much useless fucking mapping. There was a whole island that was trash. There was nothing on it. It was fucking farms in a mountain. And they decided to do away with that, and Grand Theft Auto was for the better. Much for the better. And even then, it still had a chunk of map that was not really used. Who the fuck's going to Paleto Bay unless they own that damn bunker? Nobody.
Right.
They could do.
Who the fuck's playing on that mountain?
They could do
nobody.
They could do Mexico.
Yeah, no one plays on North.
They could do like Texas.
Bruh,
and
let's
Mexico.
be honest. The place that would intrigue people the most. First of all, you're talking about where they would realistically do it. The place that would intrigue people the most, but they probably won't, would be London. Because everybody wants to go back to
Sweet
London.
home,
They had London, what, in the
Chicago.
second game?
If they were to take it back to London and make the main character a female, that would be tough.
That'd be tough, but there would be a lot of people who'd be upset about that.
You know what I'm waiting
It'd be
for?
good, though.
I'm waiting for Rockstar to make another game like Bully, where it's a kid.
They already working on Bully.
They're making another Bully?
Apparently,
I'm sorry, hold on.
as of
It's-
like 2
it's-
weeks
it's-
ago, it got scrapped.
Oh, it got scrapped.
Yeah.
Damn.
Inside Gaming posted. They got a video.
Damn, I didn't see it. I'm Inside Gaming.
Yeah.
I missed it. Heard it.
You know what I am mad that Rockstar never came out with? You heard of a game called Agent?
Would you say long shot?
Did you hear of a game that Rockstar was making called Agent?
Yeah, that was joined back in the day.
again.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it never. It was never released.
Yeah.
Location. I was being serious about DC. I feel like it could be a good location. In fact, it'd be very fucking political. Like,
Yeah,
it's
indeed.
truly- like everything that would be in a game of GTA and DC would be so political. But I will say this, because Liberty City wasn't that long ago, and DC kind of has that very similar vibe. And they already did San Andreas, which is basically what Los Angeles. So you have a better chance of them going back to Miami Vice City status.
That's what the
Or
that's what
choosing
the
somewhere.
that's
so
what
totally
the significant
right.
rumor online, like
Is
on
Miami.
Reddit and shit, like Miami.
That's because everybody feels like they're not going to do something new. I feel like
New Orleans?
and you're fucking dead. And
New Orleans.
Mozambique, anyone? Nah, I'm good. I could see them doing it.
I mean, we did
but
have
I could
Mafia
see me not
3.
really
That was basically
caring.
New Orleans.
I'll buy it because it's GTA.
But you know, people are so like, if you was to take it back to New York, people would be like, "Yo, why the fuck is back to New York?" But if you don't do LA or New York, now what they could do, they could take it back to Miami, like Vice City.
Did you listen to what the fuck we just said?
Did you? You said that?
We just said all that.
My booty taking the shit out.
It's going right. It so is hot out here. Purple. No, I was saying the most realistic location probably, and then he was saying the rumors are that Miami.
I'll take
I think Mexico will be fine. You work with the cartel or work
Mexico
with the
City.
cartel.
Yeah, I like the whole like Texas to Mexico. That could be
What if you could self-destruct, like...
But what city in Texas, though?
that you didn't... Hey, you know what's crazy?
There's
though?
always a body of water.
I saw the new thing for Fortnite.
Yo, what if they do? I'm sorry.
Changed a lot of shit.
What if they do an island?
You know what
right?
they having when they built the gas station? Like, so...
Yeah, what if they do an island, right? The island would be like at the top right corner of the map, and that would be like Miami, right? And it would be a sizable island, like probably about the size of the city in Grand Theft Auto 5, but just about that size. And then in the bottom would be Mexico,
Cuba and all that.
which it would be like a good size too. And in
Oh,
the
like
middle of the
Jamaica
water,
and shit?
and in
That
the
would be
middle,
tough.
and then like in the middle of the map is actually the middle of the map is basically water, which is, and it might have like some dotted islands here and there, and there would be.
So it would be both heavy.
I don't. It would be more boat heavy. They probably have like a land that goes all the way around.
That is the rumor
so you
going
can
into
get to
GTA
it, you know,
6.
because they can always change the map. But
I mean, that is the rumor going into GTA 6. It's going to be based out of Miami. It's going to be based on Narcos.
Yeah, I heard about the Narcos tie-in too. I did hear about that. Hey, so look, one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick as far as with the next gen consoles that we didn't mention.
can you lay your ass with it?
Right, basically. It's like, well, that motherfucker clean your motherfucking ass. Now, what does everybody think the price is going to be
I knew you was gonna say it.
for each console?
I think
$2,000.
I think the Xbox will be $550 It'll be something weird. It'll be in the middle, and I think the PlayStation will be. And the reason why I'm saying is because even though that was unsuccessful when the PlayStation 3 dropped, with the way everything is now and the fact that people were definitely willing to pay more for that beefier console, that could be the price point. But PlayStation is going to drop two consoles off that, right? One being like
You idiot!
so
I'm trying to
maybe
save
like a
you.
400 and then a higher version that'll cost you like 7. And it'll be like that. Ultimate gamers, if they had 5G, that would be the console. Not every console would have the 5G. But tell them this shit would be way too much. Plus, they got people to do cell phone bill for a fucking console.
What do you think? Xbox, PlayStation prices. I'm thinking 6.
What are you thinking, Trey? Prices on
I see
consoles?
6 for both.
Depends on the features. But
With everything that you know, Trey, can we get an answer today?
He's like, I don't know anything.
He's like,
It's like, I am the smartest gamer.
you thought you were the smartest? No.
I'm the smartest nigga in the world.
I think they're gonna try to keep it around what they usually do, about somewhere between 400 and 500. Yeah.
I can see
I got a question for you.
Probably like 4. They'll probably have like
Is it a Fortnite?
They'll probably have like a three or $4.99 version, and then closer to Christmas, they'll probably have like a lower gigabyte,
Hey,
cheaper system.
I don't know why I keep
Bundle.
thinking of features, but that's another feature. But hey, come to the PlayStation family. Fortnite will be exclusive for that first year on PlayStation. That's how you pull every last motherfucking rabbit
Streamer,
ass kid
everything, yeah.
into this bitch. Cause they gonna be like, wait, you tell me I gotta wait a whole year in order to stream this shit on Xbox? I'm gonna get a PlayStation.
Like Sony has bought Twitch.
What do you think the
Sony bought Twitch.
Speaking of that,
No. I was saying that's what I thought you were trying to do.
What do you think the hard drive size will be for both?
I actually have a question about price. What do y'all think the price will be on gaming? And I think the price will be about 500, by the way. I think it'll be the same this generation.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Almost like that's
500 for one, 550 for the other.
It should be a terabyte, but realistically, I feel like they're going to somehow tell you it's a 5. The reason why I'm saying here's the reason why I'm saying 5. Here's the reason I'm saying 5. I don't think the next generation of games are going to be that much larger than these games. I know they were getting pretty fucking retarded.
Large as fuck.
Yeah, but I think he's probably right.
But like they're retarded because of the audio. The audio didn't get better. Visuals might get slightly better, but audio is really where a lot of the gigs are taken up in games. A lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm looking at that.
If them niggas come with 500, that shit.
It's you know what's gonna be their base model's gonna come with 500, and then their like pro version's gonna come with.
A terabyte or even 2 terabytes.
It's true.
It's too fucking big.
Because what is a hard drive? What 2? And like I'm not out of space yet, but like.
Neither am I.
The only reason I'm not out of space is because I deleted a lot of fucking games.
Exactly.
Like, if it wasn't for my hard drive and my cord messing up, I would have most of it taken up. Because I had all my games downloaded just for fucking games. Pretty much. You did damage to every store. Not really.
Anybody else got any closing thoughts? We actually made it through the entire
episode. All we had to do was play it for a minute. All we had to do was play a game.
Any closing thoughts? Long shot. You got anything you want to add?
Is there nobody helping you?
No, I do not.
Good?
Trey, anything you want to say?
Love and prosper.
Peace, love, and positivity.
I came here to talk
Wait,
to you about
I do have something.
Go ahead, long shark. Go ahead.
Go Nationals.
This nigga funny as shit. Hey, fuck you, Larry.
I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, I know, man. Still fuck. But now,
with 2 hands and shit.
Yo, K-Dub, anything you want to add?
Nah, man. Just.
This is a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah, right. Just we'll be back. We'll be consistent.
Yeah, to kind of close out.
I think I used
obviously,
earlier.
The plan is to have another show.
Did you get?
Anybody comment on this video even once it's done? If you watch any of this, let us know how you think about the whole us playing the game in the background. Something we decided to try today, something a little different. Just let us know.
Is it like the way they find us? Like because we're not going to play them?
But anyway, yeah. Like I said, we'll definitely be back next week, hopefully around the same time, maybe a little bit before, maybe a little after. Obviously,
one other idea.
Obviously, our biggest goal is to try to stay consistent as possible. I know we have, as y'all have seen, we have been having some issues with that. We're trying to get it worked out. Obviously, 23 on everything, social media, Xbox, PlayStation, all that good shit.
So 44. And I actually did have one other thing.
Go ahead.
Yo, hey Trey, feature-wise, they should have picture-in-picture and let you like watch Twitch in the corner while you play the game. That'd be dope, right? Like think about right now, if in the top right corner was like a YouTube video, you basically YouTube talking about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You play the game. You know? And get the next Elder Scrolls exclusive. You feel in the world.
No, I would be interested to see how they're gonna embed something like the play or streaming. They would be serious.
Okay.
Just shorty this week. Back. Hey friends. Everybody watch it after, which is more likely what's gonna be at this point. Make sure you subscribe. Leave comments, we will respond. And if
I
we
need
don't,
a like.
We'll do it in the next video.
I need a dub.
Right.
That should be
Trigger, anything you want to add? Anything outside of this you also got going on that you want to add?
What's one of y'all going home with Trigger?
Nah, subscribe, and I don't think we'll be doing this type of setup anytime soon because I don't think we had anybody watching the entire time.
We did.
Maybe one.
What, us?
We did. Nah.
No, at one point we got like 5 or 6, but
Yeah.
But anyway, long shot. Anything you want to add?
Definitely with some subpar.
I need a view.
Van Winkle has been smacking me around for the past 20 minutes. I'm good. Like, it's time to hit the bed.
Right. Yeah.
Something wrestling. Bye.
Right. Fight and folks.
One shot later.
Signing out. See y'all niggas next week. We go.
See y'all from over here.
Yeah. See you in the theater.
Those on
Alright, fellas. Everybody.
So you said you gonna play room next week.